Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the first preseason game of the 2025 NFL season. What is going on? I am fired up for this today, baby. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We got a good handful of people in the house. Marty ready to party. Nicholas in the house. As Annette, I see you saying go Lions. My name is Nia. What is up, Nia? Robert Zamora. Hats off to you, sir. Mark McKay, hello. We got Stephen N. and Vicky Adams in the house. Deplorable Garbage checked in right now. What is up, guys? Dude, I cannot tell you. Straight up, honest to God, I am so fired up for this NFL season. This is going to be good. I'm cheesing hard, dude. But I'm fired up. What's up, Country Kisses? How are you doing today? How is Country Kisses doing today? Good to have you in here, Aaron. Great stuff. Love to be here. The tie is back, says Stephen N. It sure is, Stephen. It sure is. All right, guys. So this game today is the NFL Hall of Fame game. What does that mean? Well, what that means is that there will be 4 people inducted into the Hall of Fame today. 4. That's it. Just 4. That is the lowest class of Hall of Fame entrants since 2005, y'all. 4 people. That's all there is, and I will list them off for you. What's up, Brent? Good to have you in here, my friend. Great to have you guys in here. So the 4 people being inducted into the Hall of Fame today: Eric Allen from the Philadelphia Eagles. Of course, Jared Allen as well. So Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Flippin' Gates, and Sterling Sharp. Brandy is in the house. What's up, Brandy? The Dusty Attic. What is up, Dusty Attic? Thanks for reaching out to me on Facebook the other day. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. Guys, Chargers, Lions. It is a good game. We're going to see some of the rookies coming out today. Obviously, this isn't going to be like the biggest mainstay game. We will be seeing someone like Omarion Hampton getting some snaps today, the running back for the LA Chargers that a lot of people are thinking could maybe possibly take Najee Harris's job. Oh, yeah. By the way, the LA Chargers now have Najee Harris as one of their starting running backs, as their starting running back for this 2025 season. How that's going to go, I don't know. This will be interesting to see how this goes. Mark McKay saying, my granddaughter heard your voice and remembers you. I love that. Let's go. Rock and roll, guys. Okay, so back to what we used to do. Back to how we used to do things. This feels a lot more comfortable. I feel a lot more grounded in football than I do in baseball, so to speak. I'm confident with the basketball stuff. But y'all know me, man. You're watching Football Nation. This is where we thrive. This is where we're at. Couple of new rules for the NFL season as well, guys, in case y'all haven't been following. One of them being the fact that it's no longer sudden death when it comes to overtime rules. Regardless of who scores first, if there's a touchdown immediately, the other team will get a chance to score as well if there's overtime. That's a new rule for 2025, and I'm okay with that. I don't like the fact that it could come down to a coin toss, and that's what's going to determine who can win. But Brandy's saying, Football Nation, baby, let's go. I'm so excited. Even though neither one of these are my team, I'm just excited for NFL to be back. Nia, I'm with you, girl. I'm 100% with you on that. Okay, guys. So, one of the things that I do want to talk about, and we will be talking about this obviously, at some point today, we're going to go through all of the Hall of Fame inductees. I'm going to do this as they do that whenever it's time to happen. So Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and Sterling Sharp, and Eric Allen, all of these guys, we'll talk about them, and I'll give you guys a little spiel on the guys who are actually going in this season. But I'm going to get myself used to this because it's been a while, and just like NFL players who are doing their preseason warm-ups and their preseason snaps, I'm doing the same thing here as well. This is going to be an upgrade from last season. Hold on, let me turn this off. There's going to be an upgrade from last season because this season I will be running the scoreboard myself. Last year, too many times, my play calling was foiled by the fact that I wasn't keeping the scoreboard myself. I was allowing CBS to do it. So this year, I'm going to do my very best to keep the scoreboard going. Now, if we see a touchdown, you'll see the scoreboard update, right? So you'll see the scoreboard update. Same thing for the Detroit Lions, right? Let's say that they scored a touchdown. We'll see that update happen here as well. I got to reset these scores. Not only that, but I can adjust the timeouts just like we did for basketball, which was a lot of fun. So we can adjust the timeouts for both of these teams, right? Here's the other fun part. Now you guys will get to see in a much larger sense right here. I can also break down the down and distance. I can also break down a flag if a flag happens. So now we've got the flag monitor. Not only do we have the flag monitor, I can literally tell you what the actual foul or penalty is going to be, whether it's a holding, right? Or maybe it's targeting, or maybe it's intentional grounding, or roughing the passer, or what have you. Whatever it might be, we could do it for either team now. So now we're doing the delay of game, all of those things. We're going to be working on that. And obviously, since it's my first time running my own scoreboard, I'm going to need to get a couple of practice snaps in. So we're going to do a couple of practice snaps this season. Not only that, but of course, we're bringing back our drive chart from last season, and we'll keep the stats over here for all you fantasy football heads just like me who are in multiple fantasy leagues and you need to see the scores. But we're going to be doing something a little bit different here. So depending on which way the field is going, check this out. Take a look down below, guys. I've got the line of scrimmage in blue, and we can move this line of scrimmage backwards or forwards. And, of course, the line to gain backwards or forwards as well. And as you guys know, right, when we get inside the red zone, we turn on our red zone music, and it gets intense in here. We can do it all over again, just like we did last season. And, of course, the sound that we like to hear is when we hear this one here, and that is our touchdown sound. Touchdowns all day, every day. Now, I don't want it to be louder than me. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit, and I'm going to try to tinker with my sound levels here. But the point is that yeah, this should be good, guys. This should be a really good season. So I'm going to mess around a little bit and see if this is, manageable for me this season. If it's not, then, we'll go back to the old way. But I'd really like to graduate from allowing CBS to get in front of me all the time. I want to make sure that people are staying on track where we're at. Also, down in distance, we can add yards over here. You can see it say 1st and 14 now. Obviously, if we need to add another down, it would be 2nd down, 3rd down, 4th down. We can make it say all the different changes here, right? We can do yards. We can do 4th and inches. We can do 4th and goal. And we'll be running the scoreboard ourselves this season. So, manual scoreboard. Let's see how this goes. If you guys are out there watching this live stream, please help a brother out. Y'all who are out there and you're watching the live stream in real time and watching it with me, if my scoreboard is off, y'all know that I don't get upset. If the scoreboard is not perfect, you guys just let me know. We survived the off season, says Mr. Green. What up, Mr. Green? Peter Hahn back in the house. What's up, Peter? Welcome back, my friend. Good to have you back once again. The Perry Panthers, #1, saying, let's go Chargers, he says. So, 65% of you guys. So what do we expect from one of your football streams? There's a lot to expect, Peter Hahn. There's a lot to expect. Why don't we start with breaking down these two teams? Now, every single live stream, I always go through the analytics. We always go through the stats. We've got about 20 minutes until our first kickoff of the year, dude. Let's go, Peter. So, let's break down the 2024 NFL stats for these two teams. Now, obviously, it's preseason. We will not be seeing the starters. So these numbers, you can take them and you can just throw them right out the window, dude, because this is not what we're going to see today. We're not going to see a lot of going forward on fourth down. We're not going to see a lot of motion on the field probably. This game is probably going to be super vanilla. This is probably going to be a very basic game of football today, but that's okay. Everybody just excited to watch some football today. Everybody just excited to get back into the rhythm of things, guys. We're going to do this 4 times a week for the next, 18 weeks. So this is going to be good. This is going to be good. I'm going with the Lions. Sis Country Kisses. They looked so good last season, but I will always be with the Cowboys. Me too, country. Me too. Now, to your point, let's take a look at this offense here. Now, the Detroit Lions points per game last season in 2024, they were first in the NFL at scoring points. First in the NFL at scoring points, averaging 33 points per game. They were second in the league when it comes to yards per game and yards per play. Now, you can pick up a bunch of extra yards per game without having to do a play. They're called penalties. So something to think about, something to keep in mind, right? Yards per game and yards per play, they don't necessarily line up perfectly right here. And also, different averages, the less plays, whatever it is, right? So there's a million ways you can break that down. But those are the numbers here. 415 yards per game offensively, almost 6.5 yards per play. That's going to pick up a lot of first downs, dude. Third down efficiency, they were 4th in the NFL. And when it comes to red zone efficiency, offensively, they were scoring almost 70% of the time when they got inside the red zone. Y'all do know the backups are playing. Yes, Daniels. Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Daniel. We are very well aware that we're going to see Omarion Hampton play. We are very well aware that we're going to see a lot of guys that you do not recognize out of this. We're not going to see Amon-Ra St. Brown. We're not going to see Jamison Williams. Instead, today, we're probably not even going to see David Montgomery. We'll probably see Craig Reynolds play. We'll see Khalif Raymond. Probably not even Khalif Raymond. We'll probably see some of the lower-tier guys playing for this offense like Tom Kennedy or Ronnie Bell or Jackson Meeks, the names that you are not familiar with, but I am here to guide you through it all. I'm here for you, bro. So, yes, Daniel, we are aware that we're going to see a lot of the backups, second-string, third-string guys, the guys who are fighting for roster spots. If you count how many players are currently on this roster right now, they've got about 70. They've got about 70 guys. What's up, Sam? They got about 70 guys out here on the field right now for the Detroit Lions. They need to shave that down to 53. They need to shave that down to a 53-man roster. And that means that these guys that we see today are going to be playing for their NFL lives. NFL lives. Caleb, what's up? He's saying, I'm excited to watch Isaac Tesla, not Tesla, for the Lions. Okay. So he's talking about our wide receiver, Isaac Tesla. He'll probably be lined up with Dominic Lovett. But Tesla today will be wearing number 18. He is a rookie. He was the 3rd-round draft pick this season for the Detroit Lions out of Arkansas, which, funny enough, is the same university that Jerry Jones went to. Ugh, I love my Dallas Cowboys. I hate Jerry Jones. Not the point. Let's talk defense here. So we were just talking about the Detroit Lions and obviously the beautiful green salad that is their offense. Defensively here for the Detroit Lions, it's a little different story. Points per game, they ranked 11th in points per game allowed, giving up 21 points per game last season. When it came to yards per game allowed, they ranked 26th. So we start getting to the bottom of the barrel. They were 3rd to last when it came to yards per play allowed. Last season, almost 6 yards per play is what they gave up. Manuel Mercado, what's going on? Kenneth, I see you in the house as well. Great to have you in here. Can't wait for the season. He says, hey, man, I don't know the first thing about football, says Manuel. Manuel, I got you, bro. I got you, Manuel. Okay, guys, 3rd down efficiency. That, I will say, Detroit Lions defense did get it done. But let's also be clear about last season. Last season, the Detroit Lions played without Aiden Hutchinson because he snapped his leg on one of the most gruesome plays that we covered live on this channel. Aleem McNeil was out. Josh Pascal missed some time. Terrion Arnold missed some time for this Lions team. And this team was decimated by injuries. They were just crushed by injuries, a lot like the San Francisco 49ers. But this year, most of them are healthy. We still got a couple of guys who are coming back from injury. Malcolm Rodriguez being one of them. Aleem McNeil wasn't going to play today anyways, but he's still listed as out. So there's still a couple of guys. Terrion Arnold, questionable. Obviously, he's not going to play today either way. But this is going to be the first time that we see these two teams going at it and actually full contact now. For them, too. So, offensively, guys, they rank tops from last season. Defensively, it's a little different. Not to mention the fact that they did just lose both their offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. Now we've got Ben Johnson as the main general, or what's the name? The head coach of the Chicago Bears. Yes, a division rival. Ben Johnson of the Detroit Lions, who turned this team around, is now the head coach of the Chicago Bears. Not only that, but Aaron Glenn, who was the defensive coordinator, is now the head coach of the New York Jets this season. So a lot of changes for this team in the upper level. On the lower level, defensively, they did get some different changes, but offensively, most of this is going to remain the same. So offensively, guys, the Detroit Lions offense, we're not going to see this particular lineup today because, again, it is preseason football, so we're going to see a lot of the backups. But Jared Goff, for the most of this season, for hopefully all of the season, will be the starting quarterback for the Detroit Lions offense. Jahmyr Gibbs going to be the starting running back for this Detroit Lions offense. You've got Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tim Patrick, and Jameson Williams out here on the as your main receivers for this unit. And, of course, Sam Laporta is going to be your starting tight end for this Detroit Lions team. On the offensive line, there are two names that have changed. One man has slid over. Last season, Graham Glasgow was actually the left guard. He's now slipped over into the center spot. You've got Decker over here, Taylor Decker. He won't be playing in today's game, obviously, but Taylor Decker is left tackle. New guy here in Christian Mahogany. He's not technically new, but he has elevated. He's stepped up, so he's now the left guard. Graham Glasgow is the center now for the Detroit Lions. Rookie right here in Tate Ratledge. Tate Ratledge, the rookie. You can see him still wearing his thing. Are you actually going to stream the game? You're watching a color radio broadcast of this live stream, Destino. Go ahead and check out all the other channels across YouTube. I promise you, you're not going to find a better one than this, my friend. I promise you that. So Tate Ratledge going to be your right guard, and Penny Sewell going to be your right offensive tackle. That is the offense for this Detroit Lions team. And defensively, this unit has changed a lot. Almost everyone on the right side is the same. We got a lot of new names out here. Actually, we got a lot of new names everywhere. Aiden Hutchinson should be your starting left defensive end. Aleem McNeil, defensive tackle. DJ Reed at your right defensive tackle, and Marcus Davenport as your right defensive end. Your middle, or your linebackers, your next shelf back, weak side linebacker, Alex Anzalone, Jack Campbell at your middle inside linebacker, and then you're going to have Derek Barnes as your strong side linebacker. Your two corners, I'm sorry, I meant DJ Reader. You got DJ Reader and DJ Reed, so two DJs over here. DJ Reed is going to be your cornerback on the right side. Your left cornerback is going to be Terrion Arnold. You got Kirby Joseph and Brian Branch as your two safeties. Most of this defense is about the same. Dark says, go Lions. Cheers to you, Dusty Attic. He says, Mario is the best. Salute, my friend. Bah, appreciate that, sir. Got some coffee today. Coffee today because... oh, God bless America. That's hot, too. Caleb Ryan saying, Mario, I don't know if you know this, but Anzalone is currently in a contract dispute, so he might not be on the team. He'll get paid. I guarantee you he'll get paid. It's like saying that TJ Watt's not going to get paid. Guys, Alex Anzalone is one of the best players out here. He's Malfoy's dad, but jacked. You know what I mean? He definitely looks like Team Slytherin out here. But that's not the point. The point is that even though Alex Anzalone might be in a contract dispute, The man's going to get paid. They've got a month to figure that out. And once he gets paid, he'll be in the house. Joshua Whitney saying hello. What's up, Joshua? Appreciate you being here. Who else checked in? Kenneth Lash says, hi, Robert, and all the great mods. Remember, they watching. Be nice, no spam. Appreciate you, sir. Daniel saying, I'm ready to see Raheem Sanders if he starts playing personally. Raheem Sanders. Don't know much about Raheem Sanders. Let's see if I can't find some info on him for you, though. Okay, we'll get to that here in a second. So we talked about a couple of things already, guys. We talked about the Lions' overall stats right now. We talked about the offense. We talked about the defense. Let's change our attention to the LA Chargers. Now, the LA Chargers last season, offensively, they were not great, but of course, they had a new head coach in Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh also changed everything around for the LA Chargers. A lot of things look different for these LA Chargers. Specifically, their starting unit, because last year they played without Keenan Allen, they played without Mike Williams, they played with, just a completely revamped core. This season, it's going to be a little different once again. Justin Herbert is still the starting quarterback. Najee Harris is currently listed as out, and we don't know when he's going to be back, but in case you guys did not know this, first of all, Najee Harris was the starting running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? This offseason, what a dummy. This offseason, on the 4th of July, Najee Harris was playing with fireworks. A firework exploded in his face, and he sustained an eye injury. So Najee Harris is dealing with an eye injury that he sustained on the 4th of July, and as of right now, he is listed as out, which, crazy. Anyways, what is up, Susan? Good to have you in here. Anyways, so Justin Herbert, Najee Harris, right? So that's the situation that's going on with him. Ladd McConkey will be a starting wide receiver. Quentin Johnston will be a starting wide receiver once again. New blood, fresh blood in here with Trey Harris checking in. 8 months, says Brandy. She says, oh, snaps. What up? Love it, man. True American right there, says Daniels. Says Daniel. Oh, that's funny. I mean, dude, if you don't blow your eye out or blow your finger off with fireworks, are you even American? Like, come on, let's be real. I got the Lions for this team. Looks better than Lance. By the way, good point. Well said, Caleb. Caleb mentioning that Trey Lance will be the starting quarterback in today's game. And he will be. He'll probably play the first 3 quarters. But he is on the depth chart behind Justin Herbert and Taylor Heineke. Trey Lance is back there. And then we're going to see a guy named, excuse me for butchering this, DJ Uigalebi. We'll work on that. Anyways, DJU. Uigalebi, I think is his name, Uigalebi. Anyways, DJ Uigalebi is a rookie this season. We will be seeing him at some point today, probably in the 4th quarter. Born in 2021, 24 years old. He is a rookie coming into this season, guys. His photo still has him wearing the tie. Oh, and for those of you Harry Potter fans, he's wearing the Gryffindor colored tie. Anyways, not the point, not what we're talking about. The LA Chargers, according to Pro Football Focus, they rank 7th in the NFL coming into this season, which is crazy when you look at these numbers. Offensively, this is nothing impressive right here. Outside of the top 12 when it comes to points per game. At 20th when it comes to yards per game offensively. Yards per play, 16th, third down efficiency outside of the top 12, and red zone efficiency approaching the bottom of the table. They are straight up middle of the pack offensively. Hopefully with Najee Harris and with the second year with Jim Harbaugh, this is going to change. They are not in the business of scoring a ton of points. That is not the Chargers right here. The Chargers are in the business of preventing a lot of points. So when you put up 23 points, that's not impressive. But when you only allow 18.5, you will win games. I think the Chargers have a really good shot. Honestly, the AFC West is an absolute, it's the Wild West. Like straight up, both the AFC West and the NFC West are up for top. Look, I don't care if you are a Kansas City Chiefs fan. I am telling you right now, this is not a lock and load for the Kansas City Chiefs this year. It's just not. Because these other teams around them have been improving a whole lot. The Raiders, probably the least of those improved teams, although one could argue with Pete Carroll and Tom Brady now in the upper levels of that organization that the culture around the Raiders could change. But we saw what Bo Nix is with the Denver Broncos, and we've seen what we've been seeing so far with this team right here with the LA Chargers and Jim Harbaugh, and obviously defensively these numbers are very good. Second in the NFL when it comes to points per game allowed. Second in the NFL when it comes to red zone efficiency allowed, giving up just less than 45.5% success rate to opposing teams. When it comes to third down efficiency, top 5 in the league, and then just outside that upper echelon there, outside the top 10 when it comes to yards per play and yards per game. So this still, if they were all starters in on this one here, this would be a crazy game to watch. Obviously, it's going to be a little different today because it is the Hall of Fame game and we're going to see a lot of backups. But it is what it is. The Chiefs' reign of terror is over. They have to play Detroit, Baltimore, Buffalo, Philly, Houston, Washington, and Dallas. And their division is a lot better. That's what Caleb Ryan just said in the chat area. And Caleb, bro, 100% you were absolute. I could not have said it better myself. I mean, facts right there, Caleb. Big facts. What up, dog, says Owl on the prowl. What's up, Owl on the prowl? Steven, I see you with the footballs. Shout out to our 7th and 8th month members here, Brandy and Gary. Let's go, guys. Appreciate y'all. A team that has defense. Wonder what that's like, speaking as a Bengals fan, says Nia. Yo, okay. All right, guys. Let's turn our attention to this Chargers team right now because, again, this is going to look very different. You can see a couple of different jerseys out here right off the bat. The first ones that stand out to me, Najee Harris and Mekhi Becton. Guys, to have a Philadelphia Eagle on your side guarding you. What's up, legendary bro? To have a Philadelphia Eagle offensive line guarding you right here, Justin Herbert is going to have all kinds of time. Not only is Justin Herbert going to have all kinds of time, but Najee Harris, and I put H Harris, that should be Ed Harris. Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton are going to get a lot of lanes get pushed forward for them, and they should get a ton of space. They should get a ton of space. Now, Justin Herbert would be the starting quarterback, of course. Najee Harris would be the starting running back. The top wide receivers on this team, Ladd McConkey, Quentin Johnston, and Trey Harris, who I believe we should see something out of him today. He is the second-round pick for this team. He was drafted 55th overall out of Ole Miss in this year's draft here for this LA Chargers offense. Now, the offensive line, let's not exclude Will Dissly out here as the tight end. Not someone that I'm like super excited to cover, but he is going to be the starting tight end out there. So, Rashawn Slater, left tackle. Now, I got this mixed up, but it's not actually mixed up. I just got this lettering mixed up right here, guys. We are actually going to see a change here. So Bradley Bozeman is going to move over to left guard, and we're going to have Zion Johnson at center for this entire season. Just so y'all know, I'll have this fixed for the next Chargers game that we cover. Mekhi Becton over here, and by the way, the next Chargers game that I'm going to cover is going to be in week 1 when we cover the Kansas City Chiefs and the LA Chargers. That'll be a really good game. Joe Alt is going to be your right tackle here. Defensively, oh boy, defensively did this team change a lot. By the way, I got a new trivia quiz for you guys today too. I'm so excited for football, bro. Let's go. Okay, so Miami Dolphin right out here, guys. Deshaun Hand is going to be your left defensive end. This is a 3-4 defense, not a 4-3 defense. Y'all remember the difference here? For those of you who don't know about football, what's up, Valhalla? Good to have you in here. My boy, how your Dodgers doing, Valhalla? Valhalla, another live streamer out there, guys. If y'all are big into baseball, check out that dude's channel. Please check out our boy's channel. His channel is fantastic. He's got hundreds, close to thousands right now of folks checking out his baseball live streams. He's showing me how it's done. Hopefully, we can do we can keep the football market on our side, and Valhalla can take all of baseball for him. So, shout out to you though. Great to have you in here, Valhalla. Okay, so Deshaun Hand, left defensive end. Your nose tackle is actually going to be Tier Tart. Tier Tart's going to be the nose tackle, and then we're going to have Otito Ogbonia as your actual defensive end on this side. So, again, a little error right here. Little rusty. We're working things out right now, guys. It's preseason for me, too. So we're getting all these things taken care of. Lucinda's in the house. What's up, beautiful? Dr. Jeremy, good to have you in here, sir. Thanks for checking out my TikToks out there, Dr. Jeremy. Great to have you. All right, guys. Y'all know me. I have been historically really bad at pronouncing those Polynesian names. Let me see if I can get this one right tonight. So we got Tuli Tuipulotu. Tuipulotu. I think I said that right. So we've got Tuli Tuipulotu right now, which, by the way, and keep this in mind, this man right here had the most sacks on this Chargers team last season over Khalil Mack, over Joey Bosa, who used to be on this team and is no longer on this team. Yeah, Joey Bosa now with the Buffalo Bills. They shipped him off, man. Something else to consider. Anyways, your inside linebacker, your middle linebacker today for this team. You've got Henley on one side, Colson on the other side, and then Khalil Mack as your strong side linebacker. Cam Hart on one side. You've got Derwin James as your safety over here. Of course, Alohi Gilman as your free safety, and your other cornerback going to be Dante Jackson. Dante Jackson coming in as your other cornerback. And this is just something exciting to see. Anyway, so we are about to get the Hall of Fame stuff out of the way here momentarily. So why don't we do this, guys? First of all, let's see. Where did I put that slide? I had a slide that I wanted to show. Is it under home? There was definitely a slide that I wanted to show. Is it under here? Now I'm all lost with my slides. Where is my Hall of Fame? Ah, here we go. Here you go, guys. So, week 1 for the NFL season. This is the slide that I wanted to share with you guys. So, week 1 of the NFL season, y'all, will look like this. My Dallas Cowboys against the Philadelphia Eagles. The Chargers hosting the Chiefs. This is a Friday game. Yes, this is not a typo. One of the things that I'm actually very confident about, this is not a typo. They will have a Friday game in week 1. So Thursday, Friday, Sunday, I will be covering this game as well. The Buffalo Bills and the Baltimore Ravens. Banger of a game. I will also be covering the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. So we'll cover all of the NFC North teams in week 1. On Monday, September 8th, I'll be covering that there as well, guys. But real quick shout out, quick question. Who is your NFL team? While you're here, while you're hanging out with us right now, it may not be the Chargers, it may not be the Lions. Who is your NFL team? Caleb saying Detroit Lions right here. They will be going up against the Green Bay Packers. Skull Vikings, says Valhalla. I see you out there. Daniel saying Commanders. You'll get that win over the New York Giants. Sorry to my boy Elijah Garcia, who's out there actually playing for the New York Giants, but Panthers in the house against the Jaguars. We'll have a cat fight in week 1. Michael saying, go Pack, go. Steven, let's go. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys, though? Steve, Robert, I'm with y'all. Raider Nation in the house. Raiders, Patriots. Yo, this is going to be one hell of a game right here as well. Super underrated game. Ashton Jeanty going out there. We're going to see Pete Carroll's dynamics versus Mike Vrabel's coaching strategies. This is going to be crazy, man. This is going to be good. Of course, the Patriots now have a better wide receiving core, arguably, of course, than the Raiders. But Tom Brady also involved with the Raiders organization right now. That's going to be a really good game. There's a good storyline inside of that matchup right now. Hazer saying Los Caballeros. Hooday saying my name is Nia. She's got a matchup against the Browns in week 1, midday or early day game. It's the first slate right now. Mr. Green, I see you with Raider Nation. Who else out here? Okay, we got Dijon on a base. Dijon on a bass? Dijon on a base? What's up, Dijon? Chiefs, Chargers, week 1. Okay, guys, so one of the things that I wanted to talk about, one of the things that I feel like I have to mention today, and we still don't have our first kickoff of the game, guys. I will call every snap, every play, every down. Shout out to your 49ers NFC West matchup right here. One of the things that you guys need to do if you have not done it yet, I put the link to the website in the Q&A. It says win $100 in week 1. If you click on that link, guys, if you click on the link up there, it takes you to my personal website, my website I created for Football Nation. You scroll down a little bit on your phones, you click where it says week 1 pick'ems, and you get to pick the winners for each of these matches, guys. You get to pick a winner for each of these matches. And what does that mean? Well, you pick the winners for each of those matches, guys. And did you like this live yet, says Country Kisses? Did you? Did you like this live yet? Anyways, okay, so go ahead and go out there, make your selections for week 1. If you get all 16 matchups right, and you are the only one who gets all 16 matchups right, then you will automatically get $100, courtesy of me, out of my own pocket. I will pay you $100 to your Cash App. If there are multiple people who get all 16 games right, there is a tiebreaker question in there. There is a tiebreaker question in there. So, if you guys want to do that, I've got – the tiebreaker is literally guess how many points for the entire week. I'll add up all of the points for the entire week. What is the total point score? And that's going to be the tiebreaker. The closest to that number will win the $100. So all the rules are explained out there. How many picks will Trey Lance throw? He is bad and shouldn't be in the NFL, says Co-N. Ooh, I got the script. Don't worry, guys, says Daniels. Says Daniel. What's the script say, Daniel? Let me know. The tiebreaker threw me off, not going to lie. So now just so you know, Nia, it is literally all the way down right here. How many points will they score? So if you think this final score will be, 13-21, that's going to be a total of 34 points. So 34 points here, and you can just kind of average it out, right? So you just guess whatever you think it might be. Anyways, okay. We are now going to the drone is shooting in on the field right now, guys, and they are going to do the quick inductees. This might be the moment of silence. In case you guys did not know, other news across the NFL, guys, there was a shooting in New York. There was an actual shooting in New York at the NFL building, and 4 people, unfortunately, lost their lives out there, and it got pretty messy. That's what they're doing right now, so they're going to give a moment of silence to that. Us on the other end over here, I'm going to try to keep the energy positive. I just wanted to let you guys know why this has not started yet. They're going to do the quick moment of silence. We got Tualupe Tua saying 16-12, says Tualupe Tua. That's for today's game. We got Wookie Goon saying Broncos in the house. What are the odds of getting them all right? Well, Aura the Oracle got them all right 2 weeks. Not in a row. But she got them right twice. She literally got all of them right twice, Gary. So it's not impossible. And more people have success at that than you would actually think. More people have success at that than you would actually think. Who do you think? Who do I think is going to win, Dijon? Honestly, man, if it was the starters playing, I would say the Detroit Lions. But it's preseason, and I think the Chargers are hungry. I think Jim Harbaugh is hungry. Nick R. is in the house. What's up, Nick? How you doing, Nick? Good to have you in here. Let's see. Mario, do you think that Dak Prescott will pass more than 36,000 passing yards in his career? Absolutely. As a Dallas Cowboy, dude, I think Dak Prescott by the end of this season will be the franchise record holder for the most passing yards in Dallas Cowboys history. So that's just my own personal opinion. You might think that I'm crazy, but it is what it is. Okay, guys, so we do have a halftime trivia quiz. And, of course, during halftime, you guys know that we like to do our let me get myself adjusted here. We'll shrink this down. Halftime is going to be a little bit different, but for now, let's not bring that up. We are going to do something for halftime. That'll be good. I'm in the plane going to the game. Let's go, Penguins, rock and roll. Who do I like more, Seahawks or Rams? Nick. What a loaded question. What a loaded question, Nick. Honestly, they can both kick rocks because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, and if we have to meet them in the playoffs, Dallas Cowboys, I'm rooting for them 100%. But out of those two teams, gun to my head, who do I like more? Now, today, I like the LA Rams more. If you would have asked me that 5 years ago, if you would have asked me that 10 years ago, I would have said Seahawks. I would have been Seahawks all the way, man. But right now, to win in the NFC West, if it comes down to these two teams, I'm going to take, sorry, Cooper Kupp, I'm going to take Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams over that personally. Let's go Detroit, says Alyssa Barnes. What's up, Alyssa? Good to have you back in the house. B. Corf in the house. What up, Top G? What up, B. Corf? Welcome back. Is this game televised? It is. By the way, guys, if for the ladies out there, right, if you like to watch your Desperate Housewives on Peacock, this is being streamed on Peacock, guys. Another thing, and I hate to say this because I'm going to shoot myself in the foot saying this, chances are there's probably a free trial of Peacock that you can get for a week. So if you actually wanted to watch, this game and you needed to watch this game, you could probably get this game on Peacock. It's on NBC. So just so you know, that's the channel that this game is on. Jim Harbaugh. They're showing him right here. We're about to get the kickoff here momentarily. This is going to be a good one, guys. So, again, I've got all the stats over here on the right-hand side as per usual. Down below, we've got the drive chart. We've got the players lined up. We're about to get this game on the road, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this thing. Here we go. Ricky, what's up, Ricky Grant? Good to have you in the house. Looks like Cameron Dicker, the kicker, about to kick off here. And there is the boot. And this is now the first kickoff of the 2025 NFL season. We do get the opening return, and it looks like that one gets about up to the 25-yard line, maybe the 27-yard line. Let's bring this out right now. NFL is back, baby. Let's refresh the screen and see how long it takes for – let's see how long it takes for myself to get situated. Did we get a fumble? Did we get a fumble on the opening kick right now? Hang on. So Cameron Dicker kicks a 63-yarder to the LA 35-yard line. There is a fumble, and it's recovered by the Chargers. Wow, you're not making the team, homie, unless he was down by contact. No, I don't know. I think we got ourselves a fumble to open up, guys. And I think just like that, the Chargers going to come out swinging. They did recover the opening play of the season. And it's going to be a fumble against the Detroit Lions. So Chargers get the football to open things up. And it looks like they're going to start this one from about the 30-yard line. So let's move these out right now. It's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 27-yard line. The line to gain right here. You can see it on the screen down below. We got ourselves a 1st and 10. This might be reviewed here. So this might be reviewed right here. Is he down by contact, or is that ball jarred loose? Is anyone else commentary in Spanish? Carl, ¿lo quieres en español? Porque todavía lo puedo hacer. Mine's in DR, says Sam. Que en República Dominicana, says Sam. It shouldn't be. So I don't know, man. They're going to review this. This is now going to be under review, and you can see this with the new scoreboard up here. It does say review. Giants Stewart, Grant Stewart was the man who coughed up the football to start the game. Bro, how do you do that to start the game? Maroon Commando is in the house. What's going on, man? Good to have you in here. Might be down by contact, said Steven N. Dude, it looked like it was down by contact to me, but I think they're going to let this one roll, man. I think it's going to be a 1st and 10. Call. After review, the ruling on the field stands. And it was an official review. It was not a flag. It was an official review. I like the predictions you've been putting out, man. Appreciate that, Maroon. I think you're onto something, he says. Well, here we go. Let's see what happens here, y'all. So, from the 28-yard line, the LA Chargers 1st and 10. Single back formation. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls out to the right-hand side. Tosses this one over to the tight end. Catch is made. It's a gain of about 9 right there to Will Dissly. Will Dissly getting the opening play right here. $5 super chat to open up the day. Thank you very much, my friend. This brings up a 2nd down. We got a 2nd down and 1 coming up after that 9-yard play right there to Will Dissly. So let's move this line of scrimmage up, and we are just shy, about a yard shy right here, inside the 20-yard line, and we are already inside the red zone. Single back formation, motion on the field. Trey Lance will hand this off. Looks like Hampton will get the carry. He does pick up the 1st down right here. So we get a 1st down, but hold the phone because we do get a flag right now. Let's find out what this flag is. Offsides, defense. Number 3, 5-yard penalty. That's going to bring up a 1st down. So a 5-yard penalty right there. Offsides here, and this brings up a 1st down, 1st and 10 now. 5-yard penalty. That's going to be a costly one. Let's get ourselves inside the red zone here. We got a red zone feel now. We are, looks like, at about the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 from about the 14. 1st and 10 from about the 14. Okay, here we go. 1st and 10. Trey Lance takes the snap, hands this one off again, going to the right-hand side, breaking multiple tackles, getting down to about the 5-yard line right there. Omarion Hampton picks up about 5 yards on that play. That brings up a 2nd down, 2nd down and 5. Good gain right there by the rookie here. Line to gain. It's actually a 2nd down and 2, guys. So it was a gain of 8 on that play by Omarion Hampton. A gain of 8 by Omarion Hampton. 13 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the 1st. Here we go. We've got an I formation, a muffed snap, and Trey Lance has to lay down on top of it. It'll be a loss of a yard. That'll bring up a 3rd down right here. A loss of a yard on that play. That pushes them backwards a little bit. Let me get the scrimmage line the opposite way here. So again, guys, we are still getting ourselves locked in right now for the season. So we're getting used to all of this, getting used to the new layout. It's a 3rd down and 3 here for the LA Chargers, who now have possession. Chargers with the ball. We are inside the red zone at the 6-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Lance takes it. Omarion Hampton gets the carry. He goes to the right, and he gets tackled. Good stop right there defensively by the Detroit Lions, and this does bring up a 4th down. So we now get a 4th down and about, I don't know, a yard or 2. He's down at the 5-yard line. I think that'll be a gain of just 1 right here. So Omarion Hampton picks up 1 yard, and here we go, a 4th down and 2. Go for it or nah. Y'all know this one. Go for it or nah. Here's the snap, throws to the end zone, touchdown! A touchdown for Trey Lance. Peter Hahn, thank you for the note there. Appreciate that very much. They went for it, it paid off, and the touchdown here for the LA Chargers, guys. Chargers open up with a touchdown there. Chargers open up with the touchdown. There we go. And I do appreciate you, Peter Hahn, letting me know that the background music was a little on the loud side. We just adjusted that. Let's go ahead and turn the background music off. Anyways, here comes the extra kick attempt. The point attempt is good here for the LA Chargers. And so that's that. Let's reset all of this here. It was a 4th down and 2 when they went for it. The opening drive here for the Detroit Lions, an inauspicious start to say the least. An inauspicious start to say the least here. And so I need to make a note of where I had that red zone music, Peter Hahn. Let's turn the lo-fi up just a hair. Background music is set. Okay, man, I remember to go for it. Cheer. We had the cheered in the. Did they have a cheer like that in middle school, Nia? So, just like that, y'all, we open up this game. The opening drive was a fumble on the kickoff by the Detroit Lions, recovered by the LA Chargers, and the Chargers with Trey Lance and company went out and scored on that drive. Just so you guys can see exactly how that drive went, Trey Lance completed 2 of 2 passes, 14 yards and 1 passing touchdown. Just like that, he's got 6 fantasy points. Omarion Hampton had 2 carries right there. That muff snap for Trey Lance also had the run right there, so that is, 5 plays. Will Dissly had both of the catches. Will Dissly was the receiver in the end zone who got the play. You were a cheerleader in middle school, and we had to go for a cheer. My sister was on Pep Squad in high school, and I always thought it was so funny. Anyways, guys, y'all talk to me. Tell me, how's the sound right now? It's a great night for football game. Hopefully the Lions will win in the end. How's the audio levels, guys? Talk to me. Let me know. Mac Ruth is in the house saying, go Lions. Lance for MVP. No, dude. Trey Lance is no MVP, man. Definitely no MVP. All right, guys, so we've got some additional information that I want to share with you guys. Take a look at this. So week 1, ladies and gentlemen, week 1, the Detroit Lions will play the Green Bay Packers. Detroit Lions will be playing the Green Bay Packers in week 1 at the 3:25 slot Central Standard Time. Weeks 2 through 6 are as follows. The Lions will be at home, away, at home, away, away, and this is the slate. So they've got a divisional matchup against the Bears in week 2, so back-to-back division games, week 1 and week 2. Then they've got to play against the Ravens. They got to play against the AFC North. After that, 3 games in a row against the AFC North, and then they've got a game against the Kansas City Chiefs in week 6. This is the schedule for them going into October. I know we're a ways away from that. Here's the kickoff after the touchdown, and this time he will hang on to the football with both hands as he is hit right here. Cameron Dicker kicks this one, and it looks like this time Stewart is the carrier. And so the Detroit Lions finally going to get their offense out there for the first time. We turn off that touchdown sound, turn off the red zone sound, and keep the lo-fi where it's at. Make sure this crowd noise isn't too loud for y'all. Make sure my lo-fi is not too loud. Single back formation, guys. We are at the 35-yard line. It is a 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Detroit Lions. Here's the opening snap, a handoff, and this one goes to the left-hand side, bottom of the screen, a gain of about 2 yards right there, and it looks like Josh Reynolds will pick up 2 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down. It'll be a 2nd down and 8. So 2nd down coming up right here. Hold the phone. There is a flag on the play. It will be a holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty, repeat, 1st down. So instead, guys, we're going to get a 1st down and 20 to open up. Looks like they're going to have to start tightening up a little bit here in Detroit. The Detroit Lions coming out bad right now. Oh, why Kyle Allen started for the Lions in this game. So the Detroit Lions right now, guys, their starting quarterback today is going to be Allen. Here's the handoff here, and that's going to be another gain of about a yard. This time it's going to be Craig Reynolds once again, so it brings up a 2nd down and 19. Nothing impressive on that play. 2nd down and 19 coming up here. Craig Reynolds looking to keep his spot. Obviously, there's not really much behind him. Sion Vacchi is the man behind him. John Morton, the 1st season for him as the offensive coordinator. Here we go, guys. It's a 2nd down, and it looks like it was a gain of 2. A 2nd down and 18 here. So a 2nd down and 18. We are at about the, looks like the 25, 26-yard line. The wind up and the throw. Tries to thread the needle in and out of the hands. It is going to be an incomplete pass. This will bring up a 3rd down and 18. That stops the clock with about 11 minutes left to go. So 3rd down and 18, 11 minutes left to go right now. I might be allergic to work. They're going to let me back tomorrow, says Jerem. Rock and roll, man. Jeremy Roberts says, does the Lions have a good offense this year? They do, Jeremy. The Lions do have a good offense this year, but I will say the Detroit Lions offense, that pass intended for Lovett, for Dominic Lovett on that play. Shotgun formation here. waiting for the snap. There it is. Drops back. Kyle Allen will hand this one off to Craig Reynolds again. And on 3rd down and 18, Craig Reynolds will pick up about 4 yards. That'll bring up a 4th down and 14. And the punt unit will come out here for the Detroit Lions. So we're going to get a punt unit out here. Still a lot of ground to go. Tatted Felon says, sounds like they need to put Hooker in. You're a hooker. Just kidding. Bonus points if you know where that's from. Matthew, what's up? Why wouldn't they go for it on 4th down? Gibbs might mess around and get Offensive Player of the Year. He might, Matthew. The punt team is out here, ladies and gentlemen, for the Detroit Lions. Punting from the 30-yard line. Let me make sure I get my lines right. Here's the punt. This one is going. It is a high-hanging kick here. It's not signaled a free kick. He does recover. He tries to play it down at about the 27-yard line. Let's move this over to the 27-yard line. We're going to have a 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up right now, guys. So 27 to 37, 10 yards to gain right now. Shout out to Bean, who's getting MVP this season, asked Bean. Ooh, the Mean Bean Machine. That's a great question there, Bean. MVP this season? I don't know, man. Joe Burrow might be that guy. Joe Burrow might definitely be that guy, dude. Talk about an absolute monster. Does anyone else enjoy CFL football? I have since June. Nope. Personally, no. Aaron Flowers, good to have you in here, guy. Here we go. Single back formation. Trey Lance takes the snap from the 27, 28-yard line. He looks right. He throws right. The catch is made here. The gain up to about the 34 is where the line judge will mark it down, and it looks like Patterson was the receiver on the end of that one. Patterson, not a name that we normally call out here when we talk about players for this LA Chargers team, but that's good for a 2nd down. So we've got a 2nd down and about 6 here. So 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 4. It was a gain of 6, excuse me. 2nd down and 4. We're at the 34-yard line, 35-yard line. Here we go. Out of the I formation. Here's the snap. That was actually out of the gun. It was meant to be a screen play, but the defense sniffed that one out, and that will end up being an incomplete pass on 2nd down, bringing up 3rd down and 4 with 9 minutes and 19 seconds left to go. Ooh-wee. Okay, let me take a quick look here just to make sure that my lines are where they need to be. So it looks like we're just shy of the 35 at the 34-yard line. It's a 3rd down and 4, so very close to picking up a fresh new set of downs. To whoever just subscribed to the channel, appreciate you. Fist bumps to you, my friend. My dark horse is Jaden Daniels or Brock Purdy. Honestly, my dark horse are the New England Patriots. Here's the snap out of the shotgun. Trey Lance drops back, airs this one out, a deep shot downfield. It's caught. A big monster play. And it looks like he's down at about the 35-yard line. Excuse me, the 28, the 38. Down at the Detroit Lions 38-yard line. Wow, a big play here, guys. That moves this one. And it's a hurry-up offense. Here's the snap from the 38-yard line. Fresh new set of downs. Let's refresh this one. A fresh new set of downs. The first play here is going to be a short gain of about 2 or 3. So let's subtract a few of these and bring up 2nd down. We've now got a 2nd down coming up here for the LA Chargers, and the Chargers are cooking, man. Chargers are cooking. 2nd down and 8 is what it looks like on my TV screen. That was a catch made by Kendre Lambert-Smith, man. Wow, Lambert-Smith with a giant catch right there on 2nd down. On 1st and 10, here's the snap. It was actually 3rd down and 4. Anyways, big play. Next one is going to end up being a 3rd down, a gain of about a yard or 2. 3rd down coming up here. Okay, so it was a 2nd down and 8. Vidal goes around the left guard to the Detroit Lions 34-yard line for a 2-yard gain. The tackle made by Hallett. It's now a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6 from the Detroit Lions 34-yard line. So from the 34-yard line, just inside the 35, here we go. Trey Lance in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. Lance takes the snap. He drops back, looks left, doesn't like it. In the pocket, has plenty of time. The pocket collapses. He has to scramble. He's on the move. He's still on his feet. Surprisingly, has to throw that one away on 3rd down. It brings up a 4th down and 6, and we might get a field goal from here. We might end up with a field goal from here. Matthew saying, I'm a Niners fan. Hard, by the way, but let's be honest. What has Herbert done big games-wise? Honestly, I'm with you, Matthew. Justin Herbert, not the guy. Okay, we do get a field goal attempt here. So Cameron Dicker with a field goal attempt. Looks like this one is 52 yards. A 52-yarder. Let's see if he can knock this one back. There's the kick. Dicker's kick is off the post. It's no good. The 52-yard field goal attempt is a miss right here. Man, 52-yard field goal attempt, and it is no good. That's rough, man. That's rough. So it ends up being a turnover on downs here, and they will get the football from right where they're at. So this one on the 34-yard line, the Detroit Lions going to get the football on the 34. There's the 34. Let's put this on the 44. 1st and 10 coming up for the Detroit Lions. We're now going this way. Boom. Okay, guys, so now we've changed directions. The Detroit Lions will get the football back here. Something else I got to do here and make sure that this stays locked in. Okay, so we'll lock this guy down, lock that down. Cool. Just the only things that we need to move right now are these 2 sticks. 34 to 44. Okay, guys, quick shout out to everybody in the chat room right now. By the way, y'all, if you are interested in signing up for Underdog, well, you can do that and you can help a brother out. If you guys have never done sports betting before, you can sign up for Underdog using my link right here. Our promo code is Let's Effin' Go. Let's FN Go. And if you sign up for Underdog right now, guys, I've plugged that into the chat right there. If you sign in for Underdog right now, you can get up to $1,000 in bonus bets. There's also a description in the link down below. We are in the middle of the 1st quarter right now, guys. It is 1st quarter action for this game. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. You are watching Football Nation. My name is Mario. If you're new to the channel, what is up, y'all? What is up? 36,000 strong. Can we get to 36.1 today? We need 60 new subscribers. I have no idea how many people are watching this live stream right now, but that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is that you guys are entertained and that you guys are getting the information that you need right now. Subbing right now, says Matthew. Let's go, Matthew. I'm so happy to have you here. Golden State saying, what's up, champ? What's up, dude? How you doing? Good to have you in here, Golden State. Who else is in the house? Kathleen saying, can you give me a shout out? I sure can, Kathleen. Thank you for checking into this live stream. Much love to you. Great to see new faces day in and day out. Chris Moore checks in saying 0 for 1 on field goals. Cameron Dicker, my kicker. I'm loving this, says Kenneth. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Appreciate you, Kenneth. Shout outs to Kathleen, Chris Moore. Not JT back in the house. Mark McKay is in the house. Let's go. All right, guys, Detroit Lions now have the football. Here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. A handoff to the right-hand side to Craig Reynolds. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is right here. This call from the official coming in right now. Offsides on the defense for the LA Chargers. That's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat 1st down, so it'll be a 1st and 5 coming up here. I'm so glad that we are back for football, bro. I've been dying for this. I've only bet on football with friends last year for $1 for what regular season weeks to bet on. We got Scobold, who just subscribed to the channel. Seal in the house. We got NR Random just subscribed to the channel. Appreciate you, NR Random. This doesn't show me everyone. I don't know why, but it's there. 1st and 5 coming up this time, guys. We're at the 47-yard line. There's the throw to Craig Reynolds on the flat side. Craig Reynolds finds some space. He picks up the 1st down. Down at about the 43-yard line. 1st down, Detroit Lions. So we are down over here at about the 43-yard line. So let's pull this down to the 33 and this one to the 43. Big play right there for Craig Reynolds. Craig Reynolds on that one to the 42-yard line. Let's reset this. We got a 1st and 10 coming up right now. So a 1st and 10 with 6:40 left to go. Quickly back on the line. We're at about the 42, 43-yard line. Here's the snap out of the offset eye. A handoff to Craig Reynolds again, and he is crushed at the line of scrimmage after picking up about a yard or two. That'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and about 8 coming up here for the Detroit Lions. Hit that like button, says Kenneth. Let's go. W chat, wish everyone's team a healthy season. Thank you, Matthew. What's up, Cortez? I see you out there. He says, what's good? It's a 2nd down and 9, guys. Not a 2nd down and 8, excuse me. 2nd down and 9 from about the 42-yard line. Single back formation. Allen waiting for this one. He takes the snap. He drops all the way back, well behind the pocket there. He throws that one away. Is this intentional grounding? There was possible. The flag comes in. He's saying that there was a receiver in the area. Let's find out what the official has to say. Intentional grounding on the offense, guys. Detroit Lions. Intentional grounding. So the Lions going to be charged for that one on that play. Yikes. Let's go ahead and turn off the flag here. But Allen, he said that there was a receiver in the area. I think Craig Reynolds was in the area, honestly. But they're saying that's a good call. So that is going to be not only a loss of – it's going to be a loss of downs here. So 3rd down and 9. I guess the penalty was declined. 3rd down and 9. It would have been a big penalty here. Watching this on Peacock, and it sounds good, says Jeff Metterling. Rock and roll, my friend. Appreciate that, Jeff. This game is on Peacock for those of you who are curious. 5:55 left to go, and we just hit 36:50. Let's go. Okay, guys. So the Lions offense is out here. It is a 3rd down and 9. Kyle Allen in a shotgun formation right now. This is his 7th season in the NFL. A lot of fingers pointing across the line right here. Waiting for it on 3rd down and 9. He takes the snap. He looks right. He throws right. It's intercepted. Here we go. Back the other way. He's going. This could be a pick 6. Craig Reynolds pushes him out just at about the 5-yard line. And just like that, the LA Chargers get a big interception this time. Chargers football. 1st down, LA. Wow. The LA Chargers with a monster play right there. This is going to end up bringing up a 1st and goal right here. 1st and goal. He was looking that way. He telegraphed that pass so bad. I saw him staring to the right the whole time. That was red the entire way. It was intercepted by Kennedy. Excuse me, by Reed. It was intercepted by Reed on that play. So if he doesn't have a spot on this team right now, he could be getting one here soon. Nico Reed, ladies and gentlemen. He is a rookie drafted out of Oregon, and he had himself almost a pick 6 right there. Doesn't it? All right, guys, a 1st and goal. So we can get rid of this one here. 1st and goal from about the 6-yard line, excuse me. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Here we go. Here's the snap. Trey Lance will hand this off to the right-hand side. The crease is there. He tries to get in. He is out at about the 1. So that was Vidal on the carry. This brings up a 2nd down and goal. 2nd and goal from about the 1-yard line. 2nd and 1 from about the 1. Do you want me to? Here's little baby man right now watching some football with us. You want to watch the Chargers score? Here's the snap. Here's the handoff. He tries to get inside the end zone. He is going. He gets it. Let's go. Let's go. Touchdown. LA Chargers. Oh, I guess he's a Lions fan. I'm sorry. I guess he's a Lions fan. I'm sorry, little man. I guess he's a Lions fan. But we get a touchdown here for the Chargers. That's 6 more points on the board, guys, for these LA Chargers. The extra point attempt coming up here shortly. He did not like that. He didn't want to be on camera. Here we go, guys. Here comes the extra point attempt. He's a Mama fan, says Brent. Poor Sammy. He was rooting for the Detroit Lions. I guess that's it, man. Made Sammy cry. Here comes the extra point attempt, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good, ladies and gentlemen. And that means the score is 14-0 here. Big lead early in this game for the LA Chargers. Do y'all want to say hi to the people? Do y'all want to come say hi to the people? This is my beautiful wife and her best friend. My beautiful wife and her best friend. Shout outs to these beautiful ladies who are hanging out right now. Anyways. Well, guys, appreciate y'all watching this live stream. We are live in San Antonio, Texas. Bro was definitely offended by that commentary. He says, y'all going to go get wings? Okay, y'all have fun. I'll be here. We'll be working. Just get them naked with whatever sauce. I don't care. All right. Giggity, 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 goo. Love you too. All right. Okay, guys. All right, y'all. So we are live right now in San Antonio, Texas. We are live right now in San Antonio, Texas, and I am fired up right now for this game. Let's go ahead and turn this off. We don't need that logo anymore. Let's get y'all some stats today. So your fantasy point leaders right now, Trey Lance has a touchdown right now. You've got Vidal with a touchdown here right now as well. We got all the way down inside the red zone. Got all the way down inside the red zone, and it looks like Kimani Vidal fought his way in. He is a 2024 6th-round pick looking to keep his spot on the team. I'll take an ultra, please, says Vindy Man. How's the baby? How's fatherhood? Baby is almost 4 months old, not JT. He's almost 4 months old already. It happened so fast, man. It happened so fast. Matthew saying Texas. So what's your NFL team, by the way? I'm a Cowboys fan, Matthew. Thank you for asking. Jeff Metterling in the house saying, why are my Lions doing bad so far? Well, let's be real. It is still preseason, so a lot of things to work out. We still have 5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. So this game is just getting started. I will say it has not been a great start here. I will say it has not been a great start here for the Detroit Lions, but it is what it is. Pay that man, Micha. I'm definitely a Cowboys fan. Anthony Wanamaker back in the house. What up, Anthony? Fist bumps to you, my friend. Cheers, bro. Let's go. All right, guys, we've got some guys being inducted into the Hall of Fame today. Let's go ahead and bring up some stats and some information down here at the bottom of the screen so y'all can see some fresh new information. Jared Allen entering the Hall of Fame. Here's the kickoff here to the Detroit Lions. Lions with the football get up to about the 24-yard line before being tackled here. So let's put this at the 34. Gold line goes to the 34. This one goes to the 24. Here we go. Okay, guys, Detroit Lions now heading this way. This is going to be a little, it's going to obviously flip-flop after halftime. Welcome to Football Nation. Smash that like button and hit some subscribe love, says Brandy. Thank you, Brandy. Kill count fodder. What's up? From the 23-yard line, single back formation for Kyle Allen and the Detroit Lions. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff to Craig Reynolds. Here's the play action. The pass is made. The catch is made all the way down. Big gain right there. 24-yard gain by Tesla. Someone who was saying they wanted to see him. That's a big first down play right now. And we get a fresh new set of downs right there. So down at the 47-yard line of the Detroit Lions. Let's move this up to the 43, 47-yard line, just shy of midfield right now. Detroit Lions got a fresh new set of downs. You know what that means? First down, Detroit. First down for the Lions. We got an I formation from the 47 here. Here's the snap with the lead blocker. Fakes the handoff again. The play action seems to work, but Allen has to wheel out to the right-hand side. He winds up and throws again. Catch is made by Salah. Here we go. Tesla with another big gain right there. Back-to-back plays. That's a 22-yard grab right there. Down at the LA Chargers, 31. Down at the LA Chargers, 31. So a monster gain back-to-back right now. Here we go. Move this down just a hair. Okay. All right, it's happening right now. Does anyone else have a particular opinion of Micah Parsons? I care if Micah Parsons gets paid or not. I need Micah Parsons on the Dallas Cowboys. Without him, we're in trouble. Here we go. Here's the snap, single back formation, a handoff to Craig Reynolds. He will slip and lose a couple of yards on the play. I think he goes backwards on this one. This will bring up a second down and about 12 now. He goes backwards here. Tesla says Easy. What up, Easy E? In the house. Sam says true. W11. Y'all need Parsons for real, says Brandy. Big facts, Brandy. We're laughable without Micah Parsons, honestly. And yes, at my name is Nia. Bengals need to be Trey Hendrickson as well for sure. We got a second down and 12 coming up here right now, guys. From the 33-yard line, a wind up, a catch and throw. The catch is made at the 30. The run is going down to about the 23-yard line. Not enough for a first down. This will bring up a third down and about 2 after a gain of 10 on that play. Third down and 2, a gain of 10. Here we go. Can the Detroit Lions score in this quarter? They're running out of time. If they can get one back, that'll be a good sign for Detroit. Can the Detroit Lions score on this play? Third down and 2. We are still in the first right now. Trey Lance hasn't thrown 2 picks already, says Cohen. It's hard to believe, he says. Third down and 2 from the 23-yard line. Here's the snap for Kyle Allen. He airs this one out to the cornerback there. It's intercepted. This is going to be picked off again. They're going to call this a touchback, and it will be Chargers football once again. Yikes. This is a terrible start. They were just outside the red zone. You could have turned around and handed that off to Craig Allens, but instead you threw that into the hands of Jefferson wearing a Chargers jersey, and this flips the script. We are now at the 20-yard line. Line to gain becomes the 30, and it's Chargers football now. So the Chargers get the football. And I cannot believe that Kyle Allen threw another interception in the first quarter of this game. This game is just getting started. The poor Detroit Lions cannot figure it out. So let's reset all of our numbers here. We're going to reset in downs, reset in yardage. 1st and 10 coming up for LA. There is one thing that is missing on this. There's one thing that's missing on this. There we go. That's what we need. Chargers have the ball. Now we got it. Possession, Chargers. Here we go. Here's the snap out of the single back. Fakes the handoff. Trey Lance drops back. Trey Lance will scramble. He's on the move. He gets wrapped up. He goes down. Getting sacked for a loss of about 5. Gonna lose 5 yards on that play. So it brings up a second down and 15. Second down and 15. Chargers have the ball. I wish Jared Goff was starting. Jeff, it's preseason, bro. Hakuna Matata. Steve N saying big sack. Giggity. Oh, right. Tatted Felon saying you ain't even lying, Nia. Oh, Trey Hendrickson is for real, though. Appreciate you guys. Lions can't get out of their own way, says KC. Dude, I'm with you. Here we go. Second down and 15 coming up out of the shotgun. Here's the snap. Trey Lance drops back. He winds up. He delivers. Catch is made down at about the 21. Call it maybe the 22-yard line. So a gain of about, what is that, 7 maybe? Call that a gain of 7. That brings up a third down and 8. So third down and 8, we got 1 minute left to go here in the first quarter, guys. 1 minute left to go in the first quarter. Third down and 8. The LA Chargers with possession. They are heading that way. Here we go. Waiting for the snap. Trey Lance in the shotgun formation. He's got 2 receivers, 1 receiver left, 3 receivers right. He drops back. He looks to the right, though, throws to the right, has to elevate. The catch is made, but only a gain of 4 by Davis on that one. So Davis, a gain of 4, not exactly what you want out of Darius Davis, but it's better than nothing. It does bring up a 4th down and 4, and we'll probably get the punt unit out here. But this may or may not. There's no play clock. I'm not seeing any play clock right now. A 3 and out, says Chris Moore. That is correct. Fourth down on your own 25-yard line. Go for it, says Matthew. No, they're definitely punting in this spot right here without a doubt. So here's the punt. This one, a high-hanging punt. This one is a deep one. It's all the way down to the 20-yard line on the opposite side of the field. The recovery is made, the 25 to 30, the 35 to 40, goes down at the 40-yard line, goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line. We get a 1st and 10 coming up here for the Detroit Lions, but this will be the end of the quarter, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the end of the first. So let's go ahead and reset the downs, change the possession, reset the distance. Lions now have the ball. This does take us to the second quarter. And I think I can handle this clock, man. It's not so bad. When was that beautiful baby born? Back in April. My baby boy was born back in April. Lolo says, me. What's up, Lolo? We got Mark McKay saying, me. Robert Samora is saying, me. Who wants the Steelers to win? Looks like 61% of you guys have voted for the Steelers. Excuse me, Steelers. Did I say Steelers? Lions. I'm in my own head right now. All right, guys. Will the Lions score on this drive? Will the Lions score on this drive? Yes or no? They have yet to score in this game. The Detroit Lions now have the football at their own 40-yard line. They have 60 yards to go. Can they get there? So we had this graphic scrolling up at the bottom. Let's pull up Antonio Gates. By the way, guys, Antonio Gates and his numbers are insane. And he will be inducted into the Hall of Fame today during halftime. For those of you who do not know about Antonio Gates, who is an ex-Charger, mind you, he was an undrafted player, Antonio Gates was. He played 16 years with the Chargers when they were the San Diego Chargers, and, of course, the LA Chargers. They went back and forth. He made 8 straight Pro Bowl appearances, and he literally redefined what it meant to be a red zone threat as a tight end. He was like, it was crazy, guys. 12,000 receiving yards as a player and 116 career touchdowns. That is the most ever by a tight end in the NFL. He owns literally every major receiving record by the Chargers in Chargers history, and his connection with Phillip Rivers was a lot like Gronk and Brady. Now, this is his second year in a row on the ballot to get into the Hall of Fame. He's finally getting through those doors, but shout out to him. Shout out to Antonio Gates. Antonio Gates, this is the man right here. The man, the myth, the legend, Antonio Gates. Yeah, not Keenan Allen, bro. Sorry. No, he said Kyle Allen, not Keenan Allen. Either way. Yeah, Kyle Allen won't be the Lions' backup quarterback. I agree with that, Caleb. I definitely agree with that. W. Gates or Gonzalez? I go with Gates, man. I'd go with Antonio Gates. Tony Gonzalez was better than Gates? I don't know, bro. I don't know about all that. What happened to the background music? It's still here. Is that not loud enough for you? 1st and 10. Let's flip the script here, guys. What I like about the 50-yard line is that it doesn't change. Here's the 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Craig Reynolds goes straight up the middle through the 50-yard line. Down here for a first down. First down, Detroit. 10-yard gain for him. Moves the chains from the 40 to the 50. Fresh new set of downs right here, and just like that, opening up, we got ourselves a 1st and 10 once again. So they're highlighting right now wide receiver Isaac Tesla. They're highlighting Isaac Tesla right now. Here we go. We're just opening up the second quarter right now, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Lions have the football as indicated by the marker next to their name. The score is 14-0. We are at the 50-yard line and a fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 coming up right now. Kill count fodder says they'll be fine as long as Allen doesn't try to pass. Tatted Felon says, yes, sir, Big Gates. I see you, my friend. Virtual measurement. Okay, so they are introducing this virtual measurement right now like they do in FIFA, like they do in soccer. I like this. If they do the virtual measurement, we're not going to have any more shortages. Bro, let's go. That is a clear first down right now. First down, Detroit Lions. 1st and 10 coming up. Just shy of the 49-yard line. Single back formation. Here's motion on the field. Here's the snap. He does hand that off, and Craig Reynolds will go right up the gut here for a gain of about 3, maybe 4. That'll bring up a second down. So second down coming up right now. Shave off about 4 yards on this one. It's about dang time, says Owl on the Prowl. 5 weeks until the Cowboys face the Eagles. Can't wait for that game, says Jeff Metterling. What's up, Anthony Wanamaker? Cheers to you. See you later. Rock and roll. Good to have y'all in here. It's my shaka. Here we go, guys. From the 46-yard line, another single back formation with the strong side on the left. There's the snap. There's the throw. It looks like he did not get tagged until that was Zylstra. Zylstra gets the carry. That'll bring up a third down and maybe a yard here. So it's a 5-yard gain, very close to picking up that first down. It looks like a third down and 1 coming up. Courtney in the house. What is up, Courtney? Welcome back. Awesome game for sure, says Jeff. I'm with you. Third down and 1 coming up here. Zylstra had that catch on the last one. Third down opportunity. Can Allen get this one off? Shotgun formation. Here we go. Kyle Allen doesn't like the look. Game clock, excuse me. There's the snap with double zeros. Looks like a whistle comes in, maybe a flag. This is going to be a flag for delay of game, guys. Nope. Detroit called the timeout before the snap, so they pick up the flag here. That'll be the first timeout here for the Detroit Lions. So they will use their first timeout of the half. It's still going to be a third down and 1 to avoid the penalty. Chance Meyer, what's going on? Welcome, my friend. Appreciate you checking in, Chance. Broncos fans allowed here? Cheers to you and the fam. Thanks, man. Broncos fans are definitely allowed in this chat. If you're an NFL fan, you're allowed in this chat. By the way, guys, we covered so much basketball. If I say shot clock instead of game clock, I do apologize. Or the play clock. That is a habit that I'm going to have to break right now. 13 minutes left to go in the first half here. We're looking at a third down and 1. The graphic down below is accurate, guys. We're just shy of the 40-yard line. The 40-yard line is the line to gain. The 40-yard line is the line to gain. Second quarter. Third down and 1. Kyle Allen with a single back behind him. Motion on the field from their big tight end. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Craig Reynolds will bounce over to the left-hand side and pick up about 4 yards for Detroit Lions. First down. First down, Detroit. The Detroit Lions pick up a first down right here. That'll reset this one. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up here for the Detroit Lions. That puts them, looks like at about the, what is that, the 37 now? So we're at the 37-yard line. The line to gain is the 27 here. Here's the snap. There's another handoff. Craig Reynolds doing all the heavy lifting. That's a big pickup right there, and he's down at the 24-yard line. A monster gain from Craig Reynolds. He is slow to get up, but down at the 24. So that means the line to gain moves to the 14. Back-to-back big plays for Craig Reynolds. And if he does not already have a spot on this team, he definitely deserves one. My gosh. Craig Reynolds is eating right now. You can see his stats over there. 35 yards on 8 carries. That's about 4 yards. That's over 4 yards per carry right now. Of course, it is preseason, but good starting opening for Craig Reynolds. Here's the snap on 1st and 10 from the 24 to the right-hand side. This time, short gain right there by Small. Maybe a gain of 1. That does bring up a second down. So second down and 9. Second down and 9 by the man named Small, giving Craig Reynolds just a breather right there. Here we go, guys. So we've got a second down and 9 with 11 minutes left to go. There's going to be a good football season. I'm with you, CMC. I hope so. The Lions are so bad right now, they're making the Pistons look like the Kings of Detroit. Single back formation, second down and 9, false start. Guys, everybody saw that one. That's on the right tackle. Definitely a false start here by the Detroit Lions. Yikes. So the Detroit Lions get flagged for a false start. This brings up a second down and 14. That'll be a 5-yard penalty here. Let's turn this flag off. Second down and 14, that backs them up down to the 20, looks like the 27-yard line. Here's the snap, there's the handoff right-hand side. Small, gonna bounce off of a defender here. He gets back up to about the 25, so call that a gain of maybe 3 here. This does bring up a third down now after that repeat on second down. It's third down and 11, so third and long here. We are approaching the red zone. If the Detroit Lions throw another interception, oh man. Okay, we've also got 55% of y'all who said that the Lions would score on this drive. Let's see if y'all are right. Here we go from the 25-yard line, a shotgun formation. A field goal would make you guys right. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers, trips right. Here's the snap, the drop back, looks right, throws right, the catch is made. Just shy of the first down, inside the 20, a helmet pops off. Love it on the grab right there. This brings up a fourth down. It's a gain of about 8, so maybe a and 3. Fourth down and 3. Go for it or nah. Go for it or nah. We are inside the red zone now. Is there a different lo-fi? Do I have 2 lo-fis going on right now? That was my bad, guys. I had the music off. So here we go. We are now inside the red zone. Here's the snap. They are going for it on fourth down. On the move, Allen in trouble. He goes to the right-hand side. Can he pick it up? He stretches. I think he gets it. I think it's a first down, Detroit Lions. I think he got it, guys. Fourth down and 3. He did just enough to get there. This should reset the downs right here, and they needed to get to the 15, and I think they got it. He stretched for it. That's a good gain. Okay. Here we go. Go for it, says Alec. Here we go. We're back in the I formation. We're at about the 14-yard line. The line to gain is the 4-yard line. 2 running backs lined up behind. Here's the snap. The play is to the left. There's the handoff to Small. Small with a small gain right there. That'll bring up a second down and 8. Short gain here to about the 12-yard line. Got a ways to go. Feels a little naked without it, says Courtney. I didn't realize that. I heard the music in my headphones, but I guess I didn't realize that you guys didn't have access to the music. I kept hearing it in my head, but you guys didn't get a chance to hear it, so that's on me. Music sounds okay? Here we go. All right, guys, single back formation. Second down and 8 from the 12-yard line. The toss to the right-hand side. He steps on the gas, gets inside the 10, down at the 9. Call that a gain of 3. And we've got a third down and medium coming up right here. Music is good, says Nia. Rock and roll. Okay. So the music not too loud. It's what I like to hear. I like to know that it's not out of control right now. They're talking about the Detroit Lions, how they've advanced under Dan Campbell. When he first joined, they were 3-13-1. As soon as he ends up as the head coach, they start winning games, and Dan Campbell, let's see if he can find a way to win this one. Third down and 5, a throw to the flat. The catch is made, a gain of about 4 yards down at the 5-yard line. The line to gain is the 4. So we are looking at a 4th down and 1 situation here. And y'all know what he does here. It's a 4th down and 1. Go for it or nah. That shouldn't even be a question here with the Detroit Lions. You know how this goes. Steve says go, go, go. Here we go. 4th down and 1. A shotgun formation for the Detroit Lions. We got 2 receivers on the right and 1 on the left. They are pinching in here. Here comes the blitz. They send 5 guys in. The catch is made by Lovett. It's a first down. Catch is made on the right-hand side. Let's reset this one. We got a 1st and goal coming up right now. 1st and goal coming up right now from about the 3-yard line. Let's see if they can get the touchdown here. 1st and goal for the Detroit Lions at about the 3, maybe the 4-yard line right now. good pickup right there, a much-needed play for the Detroit Lions. We are at the 3-yard line. We've got ourselves an I formation lined up right now. Our 2 running backs behind Kyle Allen. The handoff to Craig Reynolds. Reynolds is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they might call it a loss of a yard right here. This will bring up a second down. Second down and goal. Second down and goal from about the 4-yard line now. Robert saying, I haven't gone anywhere. Trey Lance, ... Danks 9,000. Trey Lance is out there, but not right now currently. The Detroit Lions have possession. The Detroit Lions are inside the red zone. There's the handoff to Craig Reynolds. He punches this one in. Touchdown! Detroit Lions. Detroit Lions get a big touchdown right there. They absolutely needed that one. Could not come off the field without the touchdown. They needed that. The score is now 14-6, and the Detroit Lions are looking for the extra point. Great run right there. Robert saying, everyone was asking where I was. You know, Robert, he was never here. No, he's obviously. What's up, Comp Gorillas? That's what I'm talking about, says Comp Gorilla. Comp Gorilla tag VODs. Here's the extra point attempt, guys, from the left hash. Extra point attempt from the left hash. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is, off the post, but it is good. The extra point attempt off the post is not a good sign. The extra point attempt off the post is not a good sign. Okay, so we're going to get a kickoff here going the other way in just a moment. The score is now 14-7, ladies and gentlemen. The Detroit Lions, let me turn the music back on here. Let me turn this lo-fi back on here. There we go. Turn these 2 things off. And make sure that y'all can hear it. Okay, bet. Just a nice little undertone. Nothing too crazy. Okay. CMC is in the house. Brent Loy is in the house. Whisper soft. Touchdown. Ooh, touchdown. I like it. I like the way that sounds. Gives me goosebumps, Courtney. It gives me goosebumps. You going to react to all the Cowboys I'm going to cover all the Cowboys preseason games, yes. So someone said something when I made the post, and I appreciate whoever said that. What's up, Frog Crop? Jacob, to answer your question, I will cover this game today, and I'm going to be covering just the Dallas Cowboys preseason games, most likely. I don't think I need to be covering all of the preseason games. I might pick up 1 or 2 here or there, just depending on how it goes, depending on how my workload goes. But if you guys have been following the YouTube channel, y'all probably have seen me dropping a ton of content, and I've got a lot more that I need to work on. Otherwise, it's wasted stuff that I did. So I need to make sure that I drop that. Okay, guys. Once again, we talked about the Detroit Lions' first 5 games. Let's talk about the LA Chargers' first 5 games coming up here. So, in Week 1, the LA Chargers will be hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. But after that game, Week 2, another divisional matchup with the LA Raiders. Week 3, another divisional matchup with the Denver Broncos. And then they've got a soft scale matchup here with the Giants. Commanders, I don't know, man. And then, of course, the Chargers. Chargers fans who are watching this live stream right now, how many wins do they get after the first 6 weeks? Remember, they do play in Week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. So Chiefs in Week 1, then you got Raiders, Broncos, Giants, Commanders, and Dolphins. How many wins do the Chargers get in the first 6 weeks? Did I say LA Raiders? Las Vegas Raiders? Did I say? I think I said LA Raiders. That's so funny. Anyways, what do you think, guys? I 100% said LA Raiders. By the way, a flag comes in. That kick failed to reach the landing zone. 4-2, says Steve. Country says they get 3 wins right here. This football will be placed at the 40-yard line, guys. This one was done there. Don't need to cover preseason. She says, pfft. Yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do, sir, says Brandy. CeeDee Lamb, with the addition of Pickens and Dak healthy, could be a win offensive player of the year or triple crown type stats. I agree, Matthew. I agree, man. 3-3 at best, says Vindy Man. Can't deny the fact that Harbaugh is a hell of a coach. Go Blue, I'm with you, Easy. Joe Duke, I see you. Renee says 4 wins in the house. Jorge Froilan Lozano Hernandez says, let's go Cowboys. What up, homie? All right, guys, so the football is going to be at the 40-yard line here because that failed to reach where I needed to go. Here's the opening play for the LA Chargers, who now have the football. That opening play looks like it picks up maybe a yard or 2. Let me get myself reset here. This will bring up second down. This is going to be 2 yards. The football is now with the LA Chargers. The line of scrimmage is the 50, is the line to gain. We're at about the 42-yard line. Perfect. Okay, we are all set. Second down and not goal. Second down, a couple yards here. Second down and 8 from the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation. Trey Lance takes it. Trey Lance will hand this one off. That looks like Omarion Hampton. No, it's not. It's a gain of 9 regardless, and that's a big gain right there. That is Miller Hines on the carry here. So for those of you who do not know Miller Hines, first of all, he picked up the first down right here. Let's move this forward. He definitely picked up the first down. That was a gain of about, 9 yards right there. Quickly, here's the snap. Hurry up offense, first down and 10. And that'll be a short gain right there. This will bring up a second down. So first and 10, we now got a second down and about 8. That was quick back-to-back plays. Make sure I get locked in right here. We're across midfield right now. The line to gain is still about the 40-yard line. Let me just double check. They're highlighting someone right now. We are at the 45-yard line. The line to gain is the 39, so I've got everything set. It's a second down and 6 right here. Here's the snap on second down, the handoff again, the big play made by the Detroit Lions defense. A gain of just 2. This brings up a third down. Third down and 4 coming up for the LA Chargers. Chargers with possession. Chargers on the attack right now. Okay. So you guys, most of y'all were right on that one. DeMonte's in the house. What's up from Michigan? Go Lions. Pre-games would be a GRWM. Then, what is GRWM? Then ASMR football commentary. Then a cooking video during halftime. Just hit all the YouTube communities. Mark McKay says, so do you think the baby will be a Cowboys fan or a Packers fan? Here's the throw. It's almost picked off by the Detroit Lions. There is a flag on the play. This could be pass interference. It is on the Lions. Let's find out what it is. There's a flag on the play. I mean, the flag came in. Are you going to tell me what it is? Hands to the face. So, there's not, it's just illegal use of hands. Is there an actual illegal formation, intentional grounding, delay of game, false start, offsides, roughing the passer, unnecessary roughness? We can just do that. Either way, let's go ahead and pull the flag. That's an automatic first down right here. First down for the LA Chargers. They pick one up right there. And that will move us all the way up to the 43 to the 38. So from the 38-yard line, here's the snap. Trey Lance will wind up and shoot. A big throw inside the 20 right there. A catch made by, who is that, Fisk? Wow. Fisk with a monster grab right there. Trey Lance delivers a rocket, and Fisk is there to make the catch. That puts us inside the red zone. Inside the 20, down at about the 19. The line to gain is now the 9-yard line. Let's reset this. It's a 1st and 10 coming up now. 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. We are inside the red zone now for the LA Chargers. Here's the snap. Lance in a single back formation will hand this off. The running back takes it up the gut right now. That is Miller Hines, who picks up about 3 yards on that play. This brings up a second down. Short gain right here. We are inside the red zone, so let's get the red zone sounds back on. Okay. We are inside the red zone here. Second down and 6, so a gain of 4 right now. Second down and 6. We still have Trey Lance in right now. I do have the 2-minute warning, which just hit, guys. We are now at the 2-minute warning. Okay, so 2-minute warning. I'm really happy to be back with Good Football Network and meeting lots of people here. Priceless. Let's go, Jeff. Venom in the house. It's over. The Lions season is over. Back it up and start again next season. Wow. Quick to jump in on that one, Venom. We are at the 2-minute warning, ladies and gentlemen. DeMonte saying, hey, we do have a halftime trivia quiz coming up for y'all. I hope y'all are ready for that. Martin checks into the house. He says, what's up, Sam? What's up, Martin? How you doing? This coffee's starting to get cool. Sam Atius in the house. What's up, Sam? Sam is in the house. What is GRWM? Is this something that I just don't know? Trey and Jim going to get Kyle Shanahan fired. He almost deserves it after the offseason madness with not re-signing players, the most important players. You're talking about that 49ers defense that has been completely wrecked, dude. Yeah, bro. Wait, do you have to be 21 to do fantasy football or no? No, you can play fantasy football with your friends. You have to be 21 to gamble on fantasy football. You can do fantasy football on Yahoo for free. You don't have to be 21. I know kids who play fantasy football, like kids who play fantasy football. Kyle Allen has never won a game in the NFL, says Kevin. Yikes. Let's see. Lindell checks into the house. Lindell Robinson saying, Bills Mafia. What up, Bills Mafia? Mr. J11 is in the house. By the way, we are in the 2-minute warning, guys, in case you're wondering why I'm just rambling right now. I'll miss the quiz, he says. I need beer, question mark. That's okay. We'll be here when you get back. Mr. J11 says, let's go Hendon Hooker. Oh, get ready with me. Okay, thank you, Nia. Thanks. Quentin Speed saying hello. What's up? LOL, it's just the initial overreaction. Plenty more to come, says Venom. Facts. It is the initial overreaction. Well, thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you, sir. Dak knows that the Cowboys will never win a Lombardi with him. Oh, don't say that, Alec. Come on, bro. You know who you're talking to right now? You're talking to a Cowboys fan, bro. I got to come watch this more often. This is interesting. DeMonte, bro, I'm here for you, my friend. Thanks for checking in. Stats over here on the right-hand side, guys. We are inside the red zone right now. We are getting back from this 2-minute warning. They are talking about Jared Allen right now. Beautiful chance. I'll get an opportunity to do that as soon as our trivia quiz is over. Germ checks in saying Lakers in 5. Honestly, have y'all kept up with the Lakers and how Luka Doncic? He's literally on the cover of Fitness magazine right now. Luka Doncic lost like 30 pounds, bro. 2nd down and 6 from the 15-yard line. Here's the throw from Trey Lance. Back shoulder throw to the corner. It's no good. The pass incomplete. 3rd down and 6 coming up right now. That pass intended for Harris. That pass intended for Harris. Not even on the LA Chargers depth chart. I'm looking at the depth chart right now. Not even on the depth chart right now. So he's someone who is fighting to get in. That's not Najee Harris, by the way. It's a receiver Harris. Kenneth Lash saying, hi, Lindell, Bills for life. Kendrick Johnson in the house saying Steelers Nation. Touchdown LA, says Golden State. Here's the snap, 3rd and 6. There's the throw, up the middle, up the gut. It's good. Touchdown. Trey Lance connects with Lambert Smith for a 15-yard play right there. Touchdown, Chargers. Man, the Chargers are just bending them over a barrel right now. How about that? The LA Chargers with another one. We're still in the first half of this game, guys. Still in the first half of this game. And we get the extra point attempt coming up now. All right, there's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the score is now 21-7. Did Najee actually shoot his eye out with fireworks, or did I hear that wrong? He didn't shoot his eye out, but he definitely hurt his eyeball without a doubt. He definitely hurt his eye this season. Don't know what he was thinking. Like, bro, you are a multi-millionaire. Why do you have to go, like... Could you imagine if, like, he blew a finger off or something like that? That would end his NFL career because he was being dumb. John Dietz saying blowout first half. Not necessarily. Not necessarily, John. Unless it's up by 3 scores, I don't consider it a blowout. The Detroit Lions have come back from worse, And I understand that it's preseason and that we got backup players playing right now, but hey, anything is possible, man. Anything is possible. Santino saying, we're back, baby. Let's effing go. What up, Tino? That's my boy right there. That's our boy Santino. We are almost done with the first half of this game, guys. We got 1 minute and 51 seconds left to go. Najee still out is wild stuff with that eye injury. Bad offensive line, says Owl on the prowl. Looks like the Lions defense is right where I left it from last year. Bad. Let's highlight what you were just saying right there. This is the Detroit Lions defense, and as you were saying, it is pretty bad. Detroit Lions defense not looking great. Their offense was fantastic last season, but this year, or coming into this year, these are last season's numbers. Defensively, they were 29th in the NFL when it comes to yards per play allowed, and 26th in the NFL when it comes to yards per game allowed, giving up 350 yards per game. That's huge. They also allowed 21 points per game, which is just outside the top 10. But I'm not worried about the defensive numbers because their offense is so good that, like, when you've got Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jahmyr Gibbs and Josh Reynolds and Sam Laporta and David Montgomery and that squad there for the Detroit Lions, I'm not worried about that at all, dude. Not worried about it at all. By the way, one of the things that we never got to do, one of the things that I didn't do during this live stream, I guess I kind of dragged my feet a little bit on it, but I like to do the quarterback comparisons. I like to do all of these statistical comparisons, guys, during the pre-games. So if y'all want to make your sports bets before the game start, you should check out this channel every single game. I do this for every live stream. I go live 30 minutes before the game, and we break down the quarterback comparison. We break down the defensive analysis heading into the week for each one. LA Chargers on one side, Detroit Lions on the other. These are defensive stats. I break down the running back comparisons as well, y'all. You can see the running back comparisons. The rushing game is there for the Detroit Lions. It will be there this year for the Chargers. There's the kickoff, and this one doesn't even get to the 25-yard line. Love it. Is tackled shy of the 25. So let's get this started here with about 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go. Got about 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go here. At about the 35-yard line. 25-yard line, the line to gain would be about the 35. So final two numbers on this one are 69. Oh, right. The Lions are a better version of the Bengals, says Kevin Lee Williams. Stats always crisp, says CMC. Appreciate that, CMC. Here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. Waiting for this one. Two receivers left, one on the right. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking right, telegraphing, winds up, throws. A man slips on the ground. No flag on that play. The pass is incomplete. Second down. So that brings up a second down here for the Detroit Lions. Cheers to all of you guys. Appreciate y'all, man. We're back, baby. F16 saying, hope you didn't bet the under 33. Did not bet the under. Did not bet at all on this game, by the way. Personally, didn't. By the way, Sterling Sharp also being inducted into the Hall of Fame today, guys. Sterling Sharp, the brother of Shannon Sharp, the first brother duo in the Hall of Fame in NFL history. Here's the snap on 2nd and 10. Looks right, throws right. The catch is made. Small stays on his feet after breaking a tackle. Gets up to the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 right there. Brings up a 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 after that 6-yard gain on the right-hand side. Good catch. Good catch and play right there. Good catch and run from Small. So Allen in the pocket. He's in trouble. The rush comes in. The blitz comes in. He gives himself up. This brings up a 4th down and a yard or 2. Man, why didn't you just dive? Risk it to get the biscuit, bro. He gave up. He threw himself down on the ground. Vanilla schemes in preseason. That's what I figured, man. I always knew that it was going to be like this game. I actually said that at the start of the stream. Bengals, great offense, terrible defense. It's obviously the same. Very close, Kevin. Very close. We got Demon Slayers saying we gotta put BTA. We gotta put BTA at Germ. Reading some of the comments over here. I really need to get used to like saying, hey, I'm gonna go over to the comment area. Death Valley Films, thanks for subscribing, homie. Appreciate that. Fist bump to you, sir. So we are gonna bring up, as soon as we're done with our trivia quiz for this game, guys, we're gonna bring up the slides that I have for these folks who are getting into the NFL Hall of Fame today. There are only 4 inductees this year, the fewest amount since 2005. The fewest amount since 2005. Let's see. I noticed it's preseason football, but gang, it's football and happy to enjoy this, says Jeff. Cheers to you, Jeff. I am too, man. We got about a minute and 15 seconds left to go. The punt unit is out right now for the Detroit Lions. It is 4th down. My apologies on that. Here's the 4th down punt. This one goes, it's signaled a fair catch. And I had my lines to gain backwards here. That's on me as well. Got to get used to my new lines to gain, guys. I'm doing this manually. I'm doing all of this manually. So we're just getting used to, we're just getting used to it. That's all. It's preseason for me too. Okay, possession has changed. See, I didn't even change the possession. So I didn't even change the possession on that last one. So the Lions had the football. It's now with the LA Chargers. That's on me, guys. TM Martin saying they are Venom. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for checking in, TM Martin. I'm so happy that football is back. I am too, Nia. All right, guys. So this is my first game back doing football. Obviously, any live streamer who's out there right now, this is their first game back as well. We are doing our best to try to keep all of this data together here for y'all. Let's see. I've got this in the way. Let me hide this chair just a hair. And now you guys can see this a little bit better. I can scroll down just a little bit. This is more rushers than expected. And during a regular game, it's not going to look like this, guys. You don't normally have 6 different ball carriers for one team. If we scroll down a little bit more, you can see all of the receivers, a ton of receivers here. Looks like Tesla is the leading receiver for both teams right now. He has 6 fantasy points. Only 1 touchdown for the Detroit Lions today. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them passing touchdowns for Trey Lance having himself a day. Vidal also had a touchdown. Trey Lance at 15 fantasy points. He's eating today. Feed the man. Feed the man. JJ3 just joined. What's up, homie? JJ3 is in the house. Has Hendon Hooker got on the field? I don't see his name out here right now. I don't see Hooker anywhere out here. So no. So no, to answer your question. But that's okay. Hendon Hooker probably won't. Kyle Allen has been the starting quarterback the whole time. And Kyle Allen will probably be the starting quarterback all the way through. Anytime, TM. Thanks for checking in. All right, guys, we're approaching halftime right now. Let's effing go. Trying to sub, but it's not letting me. Hakuna Matata, Venom, just keep coming back, man. We'll be here for you, bro. Even if you can't subscribe, I'm not even worried about it, man. Just stick around and give me some of your time today. Thank you for watching and choosing Football Nation over some of the other channels that are out there. There's a lot of people who are trying to cover this game. We are trying to be better than all of the rest. That's straight up. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. We're trying to be the best out there on YouTube. And if you guys are entertained, if I've had your attention for 5, 10, 15 minutes, maybe you've been in here for 20 minutes and you're like, dude, how did I burn this much time hanging out with this guy that I don't even know? Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Here we go, guys, from the 10-yard line. Here's the snap, 1st and 10. And it goes to the right-hand side. It'll be a gain of 5. So 1st and 10, a gain of 5 brings up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5. They got a hurry-up offense here. 48 seconds left to go. 48 seconds left to go right now in the first half of this one. Clock is ticking. Hurry-up offense. We're to the 15-yard line right now. Trey Lance in the shotgun formation with the man to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. A balanced formation. There's the handoff. Small goes up the middle, gains about a yard. So we got 28 seconds left to go. That'll probably be the last play of the half here. I wouldn't be surprised if it was. I don't see any reason why they would need to hurry this one up. It's not Madden, right? It's a little bit different. It let me. Let's go, Venom. Rock and roll, man. Appreciate you. Fist bumps to you. Peter Hahn saying, yes, you've got lots of competition. Oh, I know. I know, man. There's lots of competition out there, but we do what we can to separate ourselves from the rest. That does take us to halftime, guys, and that means it's time for our trivia quiz. All right, guys, it is trivia time. We're going to turn down the funky music just a hair because I know it's a little loud right now. I've got 10 trivia questions for you guys, wondering if you guys will be able to get these right. Here we go. A, B, or C, no penalties for wrong answers. Question number 1. Which Detroit Lions player has the franchise record for the most rushing touchdowns in one single season? Is it A, Barry Sanders? Is it B, Jamal Williams? Or is it C, Jahmyr Gibbs? Which Detroit Lions player holds the franchise record for the most rushing touchdowns in a single season? A, B, or C? You guys are going to be mad at this one. The answer is actually Jamal Williams with 17 rushing touchdowns in one season. Now, Barry Sanders holds the franchise record for the most career touchdowns, but in one season, Jamal Williams has 17. Actually, Jahmyr Gibbs and Barry Sanders are tied for second with 16 apiece. Question number 2. Here we go, guys. Question number 2. Who holds the LA Chargers record for the most passing yards in one single season? Is it A, Dan Fouts? Is it B, Phillip Rivers? Or is it C, Justin Herbert? Who holds the record for the most passing yards in a single season? A, B, or C? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. Guys and gals, the answer to this one, believe it or not, is actually Justin Herbert. Now, empty calories right there. We've seen him get to the playoffs, but we haven't seen him do anything in the playoffs. He's not like Phillip Rivers, obviously, who, well, also didn't really get a Super Bowl, but the answer to question number 2 was Justin Herbert. Question number 3, here we go, guys. Which Detroit Lions player holds the franchise record for the most receptions in one single season? Is it A, Calvin Johnson? Is it B, Amon-Ra St. Brown? Or is it C, Herman Moore? A, B, or C? Who do you think it is? Guys and gals, the answer is actually Herman Moore. Yes, over Calvin Johnson and over Amon-Ra St. Brown. He does not have the most receiving yards like Calvin Johnson does, but in one single season, he does have the most receptions by literally just one catch over Calvin Johnson. Look it up. Question number 4, guys. Who holds the Chargers record for the most receiving yards in one single season? Is it A, Antonio Gates? Is it B, Keenan Allen? Or is it, I guess, C, also Keenan Allen? So, I think, yeah. Who holds the Chargers record for the most receiving yards in a single season? The answer is actually Lance Allworth, so I'm going to have to get that right. Yes, Lance Allworth in one single season, guys, had the most receiving yards. Herman Moore was massively underrated. Obviously, it was none of the answers that was there. That's on me. And again, it's preseason, so I'm going to tighten all of these up, guys. Next question here. Which Detroit Lions player appeared in 4 Pro Bowls and also acted on TV shows and films? Is it A, Billy Sims? Is it B, Alex Karras? Or is it C, Joe Schmidt? Which Detroit Lions player appeared in 4 Pro Bowls and also acted in TV shows and films? What do y'all think? The answer is Alex Karras, guys. The answer is Alex Karras. And another thing I need to tighten up, but that's okay. Question coming up right now, y'all. Next question here. Which Chargers defensive player had the most sacks in 2024? I said this at the start of the stream. Is it A, Tuli Tuipulotu? Is it B, Joey Bosa? Or is it C, Khalil Mack? One of these Chargers players had the most sacks in 2024. Who do you think it is? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? The answer is Tuli Tuipulotu, guys. 8.5 sacks last season. 8.5 sacks. Joey Bosa, not even on the list, man. Bud Dupree had 6, and he was tied with Khalil Mack there with 6 sacks as well. But Tuli had the most sacks on the team last season. Question number 7. Which active Detroit Lions player released a music album called Rem Files? This is true. You can find it on Spotify. Is it A, Brian Branch? Is it B, Aleem McNeil? Or is it C, Kirby Joseph? A, B, or C, guys? Who do you think it is? Those of y'all who, this is a question from last year, you guys might remember this one. You guys may remember this one. The answer, it is a rap album, guys. Aleem McNeil, this guy right here, released a rap album back in, 2022? So it's been out for a few years. He released it out during COVID. Check it out. It is on Spotify. You can find it. It is called REM Files. Question number 8. We're almost done with this, guys. We're almost done with our halftime trivia quiz. Which team drafted Jim Harbaugh, the head coach of the LA Chargers, to play quarterback back in 1987? Is it A, the Atlanta Falcons? Is it B, the Baltimore Ravens? Or is it C, the Chicago Bears? Go ahead and plug in your answers now. A, B, or C, ladies and gentlemen. Which team drafted Harbaugh? I'm terrible tonight, says Martin-esque. Guys, the answer is the Chicago Bears. The Chicago Bears, he was selected in the first round, man. This man, the head coach of the LA Chargers, was a first-round quarterback pick back in 1987 for the Chicago Bears, in case you did not know. And if you don't know, now you know, homie. So, question number 9. Who was the last Detroit Lions player to be inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame? It is the Hall of Fame game, so I had to ask a Hall of Fame question. Was it A, Calvin Johnson? Was it B, Barry Sanders? Or was it C, Bobby Lane? I'll rephrase the question. Who was the player most recently inducted to the Hall of Fame by the Detroit Lions? Which Lions player was the most recently inducted to the Hall of Fame? A, B, or C? The answer, Calvin Flippin' Johnson. Calvin F.N. Johnson right there. That's the man, the myth, the legend, Megatron. You already know. So Calvin Johnson has so many of the records right there, man. He's one of the best wide receivers in the history of the game. Let's move on to question number 10. Last question, guys. Who was the Chargers' last number 1 overall pick? Was it A, Joey Bosa? Is it B, Justin Herbert? Or is it C, Eli Manning? Not their last first-round pick, their last number 1 overall pick. Who was their last number 1 overall pick? A, B, or C? Germ saying Steely McBean. Death Valley Films, you are correct. The answer is Eli Manning, who was famously drafted by the LA Chargers and said, at that time, I guess it was the San Diego Chargers, and said, I'm not playing for that team. I refuse to play for that team. And so the New York Giants on draft day made a swap right there, and that's how Eli Manning ended up becoming a Giant. So fun fact for you guys in case you did not know. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I got for y'all. That's all I got for y'all for this trivia quiz. Thank y'all so much for playing this trivia quiz. I do appreciate y'all. Let's go ahead and turn down the music once again. Guys, I hope y'all had fun. If you did, smash that like button. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Let's take a look at some of the stats for today and this game. Turn up the lo-fi music once again. How'd y'all do? 7 out of 10. I missed the trick question, says KC. I don't even know if it was a trick question so much as it was a Mario screwed up question. You're talking about the Mario screwed up question? Yeah, that's totally on me. Arch Manning might do the same thing, says, yeah, maybe. Johnny Dietz saying got 8 out of them right. Mark McKay got 7. Looks like 2 out of 10, says Steve. That's okay. You'll get better at them. Scott Williams says a broken heart. Robert got half of them right. Robert, that's interesting. You've seen most of these before, actually. Michael Maldonado got half of them right. Vicky got half of them right. Death Valley, I think the winner today is going to be John. John D., you are the champion, my friend. You are the champion. Congratulations, sir. All right, guys. Now, for those of you who are looking for something a little more than just a thumbs up right now, I got a couple of things for y'all. Once again, guys, I am doing a promo. If you have never signed up with Underdog before, if you make a deposit, you will get matched 50%. There is the information down there at the bottom, guys. The link, let's plug in this link one more time for y'all. Link has come to town, come to save the Princess Zelda. All right, guys. You can check it out. It's done through Vault Sports. If you click that link right there, guys, and then sign up for Underdog or any of the other links that are inside of that portfolio, it does help me out as a content creator, and you guys get bonus cash that you can play with while you figure out how to run all of that. Also, of course, it depends on what area of the country, region of the country you are in, and also depends on your age. That's one other thing. Now, if you don't want to pay to play, right, and you are just looking for a way to, if you're just looking for a way to win some extra cash, I have an answer for you guys. I'm literally going to give you guys just the straight up Google Docs right now. What up, KC? Bob again. If you click on this link right here, guys, this is where you get to do the weekly pick'ems. So every week for the rest of this season, I'm going to be doing pick'ems. Every single matchup I will have on the board for the season here every single week. And if you can get all of them right, you could win $100. I say could. First of all, it's free to play. You don't have to pay a single penny to do that. All you do is sign up for it. You plug in your email. That's it. That's all it's going to ask you for, your email and your name, so I can contact you if you win. Now, Raiders will go 500. That's my guess, says Seal. Death Valley, I see you out there. Could we win a Jet 2? Yeah, you get a Jet 2 holiday trip. That's so funny, Venom, that you said that. I've been seeing that everywhere. I won a total of $90 on basketball games. Let's go, Robert. Rock and roll, man. Hell yeah. So Robert signed up with the Underdog link right there through your 100%. Guys, this is a $100 giveaway that I'm going to be doing every single week if you can get them all right. Now, there is a tiebreaker. There can only be one winner every week. There is a tiebreaker. All of the rules are listed in there, but it's free to play, and all you got to do is guess who you think is going to win all of these games. And then, of course, the tiebreaker is, what do you think the aggregate combined score of all of these games would be, right? You think the Eagles-Cowboys games would end up being 21-14 Cowboys? Then the total of that one would be 35. And if you just add that up, just add 70 pieces for each two, you could do the math on how many points you think will be scored for the entire week in week one. Obviously, bye weeks, as those come up, we'll break all that stuff down. We are still in halftime right now. The halftime break is almost over. One last time while we are here at halftime. These are your Hall of Fame inductees this year, guys. And I think they're probably going to do this right now. So I think I'm going to do the same. If they haven't already done so, they might have already done it. But quick shout out to Eric Allen, guys. Here are his numbers for you Eagles fans. He is being inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame. Eric Allen is finally getting his gold jacket. 19 years after becoming eligible, which is longer than his entire NFL career. He played 14 seasons for the Philadelphia Eagles, or 14 seasons in the NFL. He's been waiting for his jacket for 19 years. Guys, he was drafted in the second round by the Philadelphia Eagles back in 1988, and Eric Allen made an immediate impact, guys. 6 Pro Bowls, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pro Bowls for this man right here. And you can see all of the other information out there for him. Guys, in 1993, he had 4 pick sixes. In 1993, 3 forced fumbles, 2 sacks, and finished as a top 10 defensive player of the year. Not only that, guys, he is still, to this day, the only player with 3 pick sixes in multiple seasons. So, just something out there. Quick shout out to Eric Allen, who is now getting into the NFL Hall of Fame. Looks like halftime is over, guys. Let's get into this one. Halftime is over. The Detroit Lions kicking off. The LA Chargers getting the football. Now, here's the kick. Chargers get the ball. And we're going to start the second half up to the 25-yard line, the 30, the 35-yard line, still on his feet, the 40, the 43-yard line before going out. And that's a big gain right there by Miller Hines. Down at the 43 here. Big gain by Miller Hines. 1st and 10 coming up here for the LA Chargers. Reset this, reset that. 1st and 10 coming up right now. We are in the 3rd quarter. Quarter number 3. Here we go. Lions, let's actually try this half, says Country Kisses. Let's see if they could actually do it. If this is your first time watching Football Nation, thank you guys for watching. Let's turn off the underdog banner. I appreciate you guys if you signed up for it. Thank you for watching this live stream. A flag comes in. Here's the handoff to the running back around the left-hand side. He's got some space. He gets to the 50, the 40, the 30. He gets tackled at about the 25-yard line right here. There is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this one is. Foot race around the left side of that formation. Let's see what they say here. Ooh, that will be brought back. Illegal shift right now on the Chargers. Yikes. So it looked like Fitzpatrick will be charged for the illegal shift right here. We'll just call it illegal formation. A million bands. This is a preseason game. The first game of the season is September 4th. Bro, let's go. I'm so hyped for this. Like, I know that it's just a preseason game, but I'm just so happy to be watching football again. All right, guys, that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So let's repeat first down. 1st and 15. Here's the snap from about the 38-yard line. Trey Lance in trouble. He will scramble. He gets up to about the 45, so he gets that back. So a gain of 5 right here. Excuse me. A gain of 5 makes it 2nd down and 10. He got back the 5 yards they lost. They lost 5. They gained 5. 2nd and 10. Back to the original line of scrimmage here. Back to the original line of scrimmage at the 43. We're at the 43. September 4th is a national holiday for all football fans. It kind of is. A million bands, thanks for checking in, my friend. Here we go from the 43-yard line. Motion on the field. Trey Lance in the backfield right there with Vidal. Vidal tries to block the screen play. Vidal gets the catch, but he goes backwards, and he's dropped at the 35-yard line. That is a loss of 8 yards on that one. That is a loss of 8 yards, so this will bring up a 3rd down and about 18 if my math is not wrong. That was bad. He definitely went backwards. Let's see where they mark this one. So it's 3rd down and 18. And call it a loss of 7. So 3rd down and 17 coming up right now. 3rd and 17. Trey Lance has 90 yards. He's completed 10 of 13 passes today. He does have 2 passing touchdowns. Here's the snap. A 4-man rush comes in. Lance with a clean pocket will wind up and throw. The catch made at the 40. The yards after catch up to about the 48-yard line. Not enough for the 1st down. This does bring up a 4th down situation here. So it'll be a 4th down and... well, that's a gain of 12, so a 4th down and 5. 4th down and 5. The punt team will come out here for the LA Chargers. And the Detroit Lions are about to get the football back, so let's go ahead and make the shift here. Detroit Lions about to get the football back. Lucinda says, wow. You know it's football season. What's your favorite? You know it's football season commercial? Oh, man, I don't know. Something about Doritos probably, Courtney. There's the kick, guys. They signaled a fair catch. Oh, he can't get it. It's touched up in the air, and it's going to end up being recovered by the LA Chargers. The Chargers get a big 1st down right now because of a muffed fair catch signal. And just like that, the Chargers are inside the red zone. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible, terrible game to open up for the Detroit Lions. The Lions struggling here. He could not even corral the free catch right there. We are inside the 5-yard line. Guys, this is a 1st and goal right now. We just like that get a 1st and goal, and it's no longer I spoke too soon. I tried to give the football to the Detroit Lions, and I guess there was no need. A 1st and goal right now from about the 5-yard line. Here we go. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. He wheels out to the right-hand side. Trey Lance in trouble. Shoots to the end zone. Overshot right there. Incomplete pass. 2nd down. Of course, says Peter Hahn. Oh, man. Was that the same opening kickoff that was fumbled by the Lions? You mean like the kick returner? No, it was a different guy. CMC saying yoinks. Courtney saying, what kind of football fans are you guys? Same person. Not the same guy, I don't believe. 2nd down and goal coming up for the LA Chargers. What an absolute mess. Shake off that rust, Lions. Here's the handoff here to the running back. Up the gut right here. Gain of about 2, maybe 3. Are the Lions playing their starters? No, absolutely not, a million bands. They're definitely not playing their starters. We got 12 minutes left to go. That's a gain of about 2 yards right now, guys. This brings up a third down. We have a third down right now. A third down right now. We got to turn on our red zone music. What am I doing? Got to turn on my red zone music. Here we go. Third and goal, shotgun formation. Third and goal, shotgun formation. Looks like we're still at the 5-yard line, so it was no gain. Here's the snap. Lance looks left. He throws left. Overthrows again. And this brings up a fourth down now. Fourth down coming up, and we are going to get a field goal here. This should be a short one. Let's see. Maybe a 27-yard attempt, 23-yard field goal. Overshot that one. 23-yard field goal. Let's see if we can knock this one back. So Cameron Dicker going to line up. He missed the first field goal. The score is 21-7. It is fourth down. Here we go. Cameron Dicker. There's the snap. There's the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Chargers get 3 more points off the field goal there. So the score is 24-7. 24-7. And let's reset all of the numbers here. Man, this is just something, isn't it? Okay. How's the music level, guys? How are y'all doing out there today? Appreciate y'all hanging out. Xavier Johnson saying, let's go Lions. TM Martin saying, OMG. A million bands, C4. That's exactly why they are on the field. Just trying to get the rust out right now, man. That's literally all they're doing. This is a preseason football game. This is the biggest preseason football game of the year. Obviously, it's the first game of the season. And for those of you who are Lions fans, let's bring it up one more time, guys. The next few games here, obviously we've got preseason coming up. The Detroit Lions have a few preseason games, but the first game of the season for Detroit will be against the Green Bay Packers. First game of the season is against Green Bay. The second game of the season is against the Chicago Bears. Divisional matchup. Then they've got the Lions versus Ravens, the Browns, the Bengals, and the Chiefs. Based off what you're seeing today, maybe not. How much time is on the clock? Wants to know 11:26. Reynald Stevens, thank you for that. And I could actually do that as well. It just feels like one extra thing that I don't want to lose track of. But I can definitely turn that on. But how many wins do you think the Detroit Lions will have? How many wins will Lions have? 6-0 start? You think so? You think they're going to beat the Packers, the Bears, the Ravens, the Browns, yeah, the Bengals, and the Chiefs? 4-2, says Steve. Who do they lose to? The Ravens and the Chiefs? Will you be covering college football as well? I will be covering the college football playoffs. I may cover Texas games. I may cover UT Austin. I may cover UT Austin, UT games. Country Kisses seems like it. 4 or 5. Scott says 3. Stephen N says, yep. Let's start a poll, guys. Hang on. One thing real quick. So someone asked for the time. We got 11 minutes. I'm just going to keep it to the minute mark here. I don't want to overcomplicate everything. But we got 11:26. There's the kick, guys. It goes through the back of the end zone. We're going to start this one at the 35-yard line. By the way, they are now moving a touchback to the 35-yard line if it goes through the back of the end zone without touching the ground. So they are forcing the kickers to do their thing right now. Did you say lose, says Mark McKay? No, I definitely said win. Who is the better coach? Campbell? Harbaugh? Ooh, that's a good one. Who's the better coach? Campbell or Harbaugh? Here we go, guys. We got a first and goal with 11:26 left to go from the 35-yard line. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, in trouble, a little spin move. Here's the run to the 37-yard line, so a gain of about 2 right here. That'll bring up second down, gain of 2, second down and 8 coming up now. A little too far right there. All right, guys, Detroit Lions have a new quarterback in, and it is Hendon Hooker. For those of you who wanted to see your Hooker, you've got Hendon Hooker out there. We got a shotgun formation right now, and Hooker waits for the snap. He takes it. He hands this one off, and this will be a gain of about 3 more right there as we get to the 40-yard line. This brings up a third down and medium now. So a third down and medium. The clock should be ticking at this point, so let's keep the clock rolling. We can get it rolling. Okay. Let's go, Hooker, says Xavier Johnson. We hooking. Whose ball? Detroit Lions ball. Thank you. Again, lots of things to keep track of. Detroit Lions with possession. It's third down. Third down and 3. I am going to step away from the comment area, guys. I love interacting with you guys, but I'm still getting used to this scoreboard right now, and there's a lot for me to track. So it looks like there must have been a flag on that play that they did not show on the screen. It's actually a second down and 18. This will be a handoff and up to the 31-yard line. So now we got a third down and like 15. I didn't even see the flag. They're just showing Aiden Hutchinson in conversation right now. Let's see how much time is left. We got about 10:05 left to go. It's a third down, not and goal yards. Third down and 15. Okay. Third down and 14 coming up right now from the 31-yard line. Here's the snap. Hooker drops back. Hooker against the 4-man rush will wind up and throw. It's almost picked off on that play. This will bring us down to a fourth down and 14. So fourth down and 14, and we're going to get a punt here. So the Detroit Lions going to give this back to the LA Chargers. Chat, was the clock always up? I swear it wasn't way earlier. I'm just curious. No, country, it is up now. I just put the clock on, but just like with basketball, I have to run it manually. And there's a lot of pieces that I have to do. So it's hard for me to keep this drive chart going, keep this accurate, read the chats, call the plays. I'm juggling a lot of pieces right now. But it's preseason. We're getting used to it. Here's the punt, guys. This is going to take a friendly Detroit Lions bounce. They will pick this one up at about the 23-yard line, and we'll start play here from the 23. So 9:49 left to go, but there is a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. We got another flag on the kicking team, guys. 5-yard penalty from the spot of the kick. It looks like he says first down, and he calls an official timeout. So 9:49 left to go. 9:49 left to go. What's wrong with their scoring and their defense isn't holding no one, says a million bands. It sure isn't. Okay, so there was a flag. Let's go ahead and turn that off. We will see where they mark this. Looks like this will be put at about the 35-yard line now. And this will be 10 yards from here to the 45. Doing all of this manually. So reset this. We'll get a first and 10. Possession goes to the LA Chargers. There is no flag. Reset the downs. So 9:49 left to go. It's the third quarter. First and 10 coming up. LA Chargers with the football. If you mention the time often, you don't have to post it. Radio. I agree. Vindyman, you're absolutely right. And I think I'd prefer to do it that way. Because when I see this right here, it's really difficult to like keep up with it, man. Honestly, I might just keep it updated based off of what I see on the CBS Sports app. So whenever the CBS Sports app says, I could just update it myself. But anyways, the score is 24-7. The Detroit Lions are down by a good handful, 17 points right now. What? Quaid Person says that Terry, Scary Terry, has requested a trade from the Commanders? Really, Quaid? For real? Because that is news. That is news. If Jaden Daniels has one less weapon, I don't know if Deebo Samuel can be that guy. Maybe Terry McLaurin and Deebo Samuel aren't gelling, and Deebo thinks that he's the man immediately going out there. I don't know what it is, but Vandy Man, anchor down. I see you, Vandy Man. Appreciate you, sir. That's interesting. I didn't realize that maybe it's I heard that Terry McLaurin wasn't showing up to camp, but I did not know that he had officially requested a trade out. We are in the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. It is third quarter, 1st and 10 coming up right now. Third quarter, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 coming up right now from the LA Chargers 28-yard line. We got a single back formation. Here's the snap and a handoff to the right-hand side. Here's a gain up the gut, a gain of about 7 yards right here. That keeps the clock ticking here. So a gain of 7 on that play brings up a 2nd down and 3. 2nd down and 3, and the clock is hot. 2nd down and 3, and the clock is hot. The football at the LA Chargers 35-yard line. I just looked up, and yes, he's wanting a trade, says Venom. That's interesting. Listening and cooking, says Peter Hahn. You know who else is cooking? The LA Chargers. 2nd down and 3. Approaching the 9-minute mark right now. We got motion on the field. Trey Lance waiting for the snap right now. He takes it. He hands that off to Small. Small goes up the middle. Not enough for the 1st down. Looks like they're going to mark this one just shy. The clock stays hot right now. This does bring up a 3rd down, so this will end up being a 3rd down and about 1. 3rd down and about 1. So 3rd down and 1. Lions might beat the Bears. That's about it, says Eric Schwann. Best time to watch the channel. Here we go, guys. It's actually more like a 3rd down in inches right here. We've got ourselves, looks like an I formation motion on the field. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to the halfback. A handoff to the halfback. I think that should be enough. I think that's a gain of 2. And that should be enough for a 1st down. I think he got it. Football up to the LA Chargers 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Just shy of the 40, 1st and 10. Line to gain now becomes the 49. We got a 1st down. 1st down, LA Chargers. Let's reset this one. The clock is still ticking, guys. We're at the 8-minute mark right now. So the 8-minute mark right here, right now. Let's get back up on our feet. Offset eye, and we've got motion on the field. Waiting for the snap right now. Here it is. Trey Lance will hand this one off. Ooh, cutting back, getting some space. A gain of 7 yards right there. 2nd down and 3 coming up with 7:47 left to go. Clock is ticking. 2nd down and 3. Big gain of 7 right here for the LA Chargers. Chargers with the football. Did you share this page? Did you like this page? Have you subscribed yet, says Country Kisses? I love all those questions. So let me ask you guys, are you enjoying yourselves? Are you still hanging out with me? If you are, thank you guys for watching. 7 minutes left to go. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, a little play action as he wheels out to the right. Trey Lance will wind up and fire. The catch is made. It's good for a 1st down at about the 46-yard line. Chargers, 1st down. So the LA Chargers get a fresh new set of downs. Down at about the 47 here. Call it the 46. Reset this and get a fresh new set of downs. The clock is still ticking. They're taking all the time off the clock that they want right now. Getting whatever they want. No need to stop the clock. Trey Lance sends a man in motion. Here's the snap. The strong side on the left side. Cuts back. A little counter right here. Gets up to the 40, the 39, maybe the 38-yard line. It's down at the 39. Another gain of 7. Man, they are giving up 7 yards per play right now. Just chunk after chunk after chunk. A gain of 7, 2nd down. Here we go. Trey Lance, fewest starts, 5 starts through 4 seasons by a quarterback selected in the top 3 of an NFL draft since 1967. Yikes for Trey Lance. Here we go, the I formation. under center. Trey Lance waits for the snap. He takes it. He hands that off to his fullback. It's back to the line of scrimmage. I call that a no gain right now. It'll bring up a third down. 5 minutes and 50 seconds, and the clock is still ticking. I watch the channel when the boss is not here, honestly. Appreciate that, Peter Hahn. Kenneth is still here. What's up, Kenneth? Great to have you in here. Surface bumps to you. We are 7 subscribers short from getting to 36.1 today. If you're still out there and you're not subscribed, guys, I'm not even going to ask y'all to subscribe. Just keep sticking around. I hope you're enjoying the live stream. If you are, then you know what to do. Here's the snap, guys, on 3rd down and 2. He gets around the corner. He gets to the 30, the 25, down just shy of the 20 at the 22-yard line. Keeps the clock ticking right now. A fresh new set of downs right here. And this is just whatever they want. 1st and 10 from about the 22-yard line here. Line to gain becomes the 12. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. The LA Chargers still on the move right now. Here we go. 1st down, LA Chargers. And the clock is still hot right now. That was a big run on the outside right there for Vidal, who picked up 16. Here we go, a shotgun formation. 1st and 10 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. A muffed snap, but recovered by Lance. Lance will fire up the middle. It's a gain of about 10 right here. Another 1st down, LA Chargers. The Chargers are just chugging along. 1st and 10 from the 12 now. 1st and 10 from the 12. Chargers really chugging along right here. I mean, you can't stop that. The way he's been playing, 1st and 10 coming up. 4 minutes left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We've got a gun, a pistol formation that becomes a shotgun here. Waiting for the snap. We got motion on the field. Oh, I got to get my training videos out one more time. Here's the play action. Trey Lance on the move. He's going to point downfield, but he's going to take off himself. Gets inside the 10. Picks up about 3 yards on that play. 2nd down. We are inside the red zone now. So we are inside the red zone. That's a gain right here of 3 yards. This will bring up a 2nd down. 2nd down and about 7 coming up. 2nd down and about 7 coming up. Trey Lance with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. The clock is still hot. They haven't stopped the clock once right now. The LA Chargers doing a great job. Gotta love the Lions gonna make the NFL think that they're bad. I'm with you, JS fan. We've got ourselves an I formation. Trey Lance keeps looking for that corner shoot. It's overthrown. That stops the clock with 3:10 left to go. So that brings up a 3rd down and 7. The incomplete pass will stop the clock here. So a 3rd down and 7 coming up. 3:10 left to go. Okay. We are in the 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass intended for Jackson brings up a 3rd down. Can the Chargers, will they cap off this drive? Dan Campbell looks a little confused right now. Poor Dan Campbell. Here we go, shotgun formation. The LA Chargers kind of having their way right now. Trey Lance looks to the opposite corner. The catch is made. It looks like he had 1 foot in. They will call that a touchdown, but every scoring play is going to be reviewed. That did not look like a touchdown to me. It looked like he had 1 foot in, but as it stands right now, they are going to say Chargers touchdown. Let's see if that's actually right. 1 foot up. No, that's definitely not going to be a touchdown. There's no way that's a touchdown. That's a bad call by the officials. Come on, bro. You got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. Terrible call by the official. What is this, your first? What is this, your first year? Bro, I could see that from way out here that wasn't a catch. How did you mark that as it? Like, first of all, not only was it not a touchdown, it wasn't even a catch. He didn't even get 1 foot inside, much less 2 feet. This guy's what a bum. I'm blind. I'm deaf. I want to be a ref. All right, guys, that incomplete pass brings up a 4th down and a 27-yard field goal attempt. 27-yard field goal attempt here for the LA Chargers on 4th down with 3:03 left to go. Here's the snap, the hold is good, the kick is up, the kick is good, and we've got 3 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. The kick is good for the LA Chargers. And we got 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Okay, let's turn this off. We're going to hide that. We're going to hide this. It's going to be the Lions football now after that score. Cha-ching, says Vandy Man. What's up, Vandy Man? The second foot was out 1,000%, says Country Kisses. Whoa, not a touchdown. Not even close, though. Not even close. I still think that they can win with little to no injuries and almost perfect quarterback play ratings. Look, that's funny, says Quaid. And you know what, dude? I was a referee myself. Yeah. I think I have my rule book somewhere around here. I think it's in the closet over there. Yeah, man, I was an official. By the way, I got to add that timeout back to the Detroit Lions since it's the second half. 3 minutes left to go. It says, good defense. I love the Lions. I do too, JS fan. Look, I'm just saying, last year the Detroit Lions struggled defensively, but that was in big part to the fact that they were missing some players due to injury. Now, if we look head-to-head and do an actual defensive comparison here, which we can and we will, head-to-head defensive comparison, let's take a look at this, guys. Yards allowed per game. The LA Chargers allowed just 330 yards per game last season. Meanwhile, all the way down the scale here at 26th in the NFL, 350 yards per game. But when we look at the breakdown here, they gave up most of their yards. The Detroit Lions gave up most of their yardage through the air. Literally second to last in the National Football League when it comes to defending the pass. But they were respectable and commendable even. Top 6 team at defending the run. They just could not defend against the pass. Meanwhile, the LA Chargers, they had a much more balanced defense right there, and their defense ranks higher than the Detroit Lions defense did. They were 6th in the NFL when it came to sacks with 46 sacks, have yet to get one. Today they did get a good tackle for a loss, but no sack today, and obviously we've got no, there was a sack. There was definitely a sack. Someone said earlier in the game, they said big sack, and I said giggity. So that's, yeah, dude, the Detroit Lions were absolutely crushed last season when it came down to it. Detroit Lions were absolutely crushed last season, guys. Here we go. There is the kickoff. This one goes back. It is signaled not a fair catch. We are going to get a return. The 20. A spin move up to about the 21-yard line here. So let's get this started. Out to the 31, the 21. Take off a few seconds on the clock here. Detroit Kitties getting whooped, says Frisco. They sure are. They're down by 20 right now. It's a 3-possession game. It is a 3-possession game right now for the Detroit Lions. Let's reset this. We do get a first down here. 1st and 10 for the Detroit Lions in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. This time a gain of about 2 yards right here will get the clock going. Maybe a gain of about 3 or 4. He kept those legs moving, so we'll subtract a little bit here. A gain of 4. That brings up a 2nd down and 6. So a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Small got the carry right there. Dark saying, I have the big sack, bro. Giggity. Oh, right. Third quarter, 2nd down and 6. The clock stays hot, guys. We're approaching the fourth quarter right now. We still got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds, though, before we get there. Here's the snap, and Hendon Hooker will wind up and throw. A nice catch made, and love it with another gain right there. I love it. That's good for a first down. First down, Detroit Lions. That does keep the clock hot, though. First down, that gets up to about the 32-yard line. So let's put this to the 42. We'll move this to the 32. Here we go. 1st and 10 coming up. The clock is still ticking right here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Can the Detroit Lions get a touchdown here? Can the Detroit Lions get another one? What up, Martin? I see you out there. We've got Hendon Hooker who takes the snap. Hands that off to Small again, up the middle, a little spin move right here. He gets pushed in the right direction here. He gains about 6 yards here on that first down. This brings up a 2nd down and 4. So big gain right there, 2nd down and 4 coming up. Thank you, Peter Hahn. Cheers to you, bro. Appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. Peter Hahn saying, I love your channel. I love your enthusiasm, Peter. Their defense really struggled, he says. Here we go, guys, from the 36-yard line. Excuse me, the 38-yard line up to the 38. Here's the snap. Here's the move. The run up the gut, down at about the 42. That's good for a first down. Detroit Lions, first down. Clock stays ticking. So the 42 now. 42 line to gain is across midfield down at the 48. Guys, that's a gain of 10 right now. So let's reset this and reset that. First and 10 coming up. Third quarter. First and 10 with 38 seconds left to go right now. We've got an offset I formation. Hendon Hooker waiting for the snap. Small is the running back here. Here's the handoff to Small. Small goes right up the gut. Great defense there by the LA Chargers. A gain of about 1. He is stuffed. Absolutely stuffed right there. Cannot gain anything as we approach the end of the quarter. That'll likely be the final play. Let me actually fast forward my clock a little bit. We might have an injury here. This could be the first injury of the season too. He's slow to get up, doesn't want to get up. Doesn't want to put any weight on that right leg. Looks like that is going to be the end of the quarter, guys, for the Hall of Fame game. We are going into the fourth quarter here in just a moment. Let's reset this timer. 15 minutes on the clock. But it's the end of the third. 27-7, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Peter Hahn, for that large super chat. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Let's go. Peter Hahn is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to our boy. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Danka. Danka, gracias, thank you, arigato. I don't know what other languages. I think that's all I know. But thank you. Thank you. Grazie? Is that Italian? Did I say that right? I don't know. But thank you. Dirty Duck saying boom. What up, Dirty Duck? How you doing, my friend? Appreciate you. Welcome back, Dirty Duck. Saying boom. Boom. Here goes the boom. Ready or not. Dun, 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 dun. Boom. Here comes the boom. Okay. All right, guys. So we do have an injury on the field right now. Let me see if I can get more information for y'all on the injured player. Looks like not a whole lot right here. That could have been, looks like that was the, nope, not a whole lot of information just now. Nothing has come up just yet. It looked like number 88 was down. Don't know who number 88 is off the top of my head, but it is what it is. All right, guys. So, Mark McKay saying wow. Saying big wow with the fist bump. A million bands. Peter Hahn, hey, man, I hope you guys stick around. Football season is what this channel is all about. I get fired up for football regardless of who's playing. It could literally be the Giants versus the Browns, and I would still be all about it. I love football, dude. Like, literally, it's just great. Ken is saying, damn, Peter, you're the man. Fire. Fire. Let's see if I can drop a fire emoji. Fire. Okay, guys. Hey, man, if you want a little bit of the cheddar yourselves, guys, again, click the link under the Q&A. Hey, RS saying, watching from Cebu, Philippines. Click the link under that Q&A. Here's another Q&A for you guys. Now that RS brought it up, thank you for bringing it up. Where are you watching from, guys? Where are you watching from? Those of you who are still in here right now, talk to me. If you're a newbie and this is your first time on the channel and this is your first time checking this out, let me know. Where are you watching this live stream from? I'll give you your official shout out if you just let me know. We are live in San Antonio, Texas. My name is Mario Manuel. You guys can call me Mario, Super Mario, whatever helps you remember. But you are watching Football Nation. Let's effing go. I caught 2 touchdowns in a random flag football game at the park. I love football too. Let's go, Xavier. Reynald says Pittsburgh. I love it. Robert saying San Antonio. Paola in Kansas. We got a 2nd down and 8. Here we go. Dirty Duck in Baltimore. The wind up and the throw. The catch is made on 2nd down and 8. Looks like a gain of about 5 right here. Let's start the clock. Looks like a gain of about 5 right there, which makes it a 3rd down and 3. We are also switching the direction of this. So we should be at the LA Chargers 45, 49-yard line. Okay. Line to gain, we're actually at the 49-yard line, just across midfield. The line to gain is about the 42, 41. So here's the snap. There's the throw. Deep shot downfield. It's incomplete. 4th down and 3 coming up right now. 4th down and 3. That does stop the clock with 4:18 left to go. Jeff in Florida. Ooh, we got someone in Alaska. Shout out to Alaska for Russell. Vandyman in Denver. Gary in Washington State. Xavier saying I'm from Detroit. Say that Den Sports. What up, Say that? Good to have you in here saying from Detroit, Michigan. Kevin Lee saying my mom's cellar. Quaid saying Memphis. Thanks, Russell Field. He says you got energy. I literally drank all of this of coffee. Almost all of it. Hey-o, 4th down and 3 from the 49-yard line. The line to gain right now. 4th down and 3. Are the Lions going to call a quick timeout right here? I think they will. I think someone's going to call a quick timeout right here. Detroit Lions going to call that one. Excuse me. There we go. So the Detroit Lions will call a timeout. Did that stop the clock for me? No, the clock was already stopped. Okay. The year is flying ball. The year is flying by. Oh, man, a million bands. Sorry to hear that, man. Well, you're in good hands here, dude. We're here. We're here to spread the love. Thank you for watching this live stream. A million bands. My heart goes out to you. I lost my dad a while back, too, man. It never gets – you never forget that, but it does get easier as time goes on. I know that's not going to bring you any – it's not going to console you at all, but just know that you're not alone, man. We're here for you. We got a 4th down and 3 coming up from the 49-yard line. Again, the line to gain is the 46. So 4th down and 3. They are going for it. Hendon Hooker of the Detroit Lions going for it here. Man, the Detroit Lions are just so aggressive on 4th downs. Darren saying, go Chargers. What's up, Darren Adams? What is up, Darren Adams? 4th down and 3 coming up right now. 4th down and 3. 4 minutes and 18 seconds. There's the snap. Hendon Hooker goes to the right. He's in trouble. He's got to do something here. He decides to cut back. He does not pick up the 1st down. And this will be a turnover on downs. So it will now be LA Chargers football. Let's subtract some time from here. A turnover on downs. That is not what you want to see if you're the Detroit Lions. But it is great if you're a Chargers fan. So 1st and 10 from the LA Chargers 47. 1st and 10 from the LA Chargers 47. And the line to gain is the 43. So that stops the clock, guys. We go to a quick commercial break, and the LA Chargers in pretty solid field position. That is correct, Russell. Good night, Lucinda. Thanks for checking into this live stream. Going for it. Wow, says Russell. I mean, do you expect anything less out of Dan Campbell and his guys? Russell, I see you saying LA Chargers get good field position. Facts. A million bands saying thank you. Dude, I feel you, man. I feel you. Okay, guys, commercial break. The final 15 minutes of this game, the LA Chargers are kind of just running away with it, and that's okay. That is okay. We've got more football coming up this season, guys. We have a lot more football coming up this season. Once again, for those of you who are just checking in, guys, this is the Chargers schedule moving forward. They've got Monday and Sunday games right away, but Monday Night Football in Week 2. They will be playing Week 1 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's bring up the Week 1 schedule one more time. Week 1 schedule is right here. Whoever your team is, bring Shador to the Lions. Look, man, I saw a report saying that Shador Sanders might actually get the starting role right now in Cleveland. I don't know if you guys like the sound of that for the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for the Cleveland Browns, but there's a good chance that he might actually win that starting spot, even over Joe Flacco, who is the starting quarterback currently. First game of the season will be my Dallas Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, that's happening. 100%, and I'm fired up for it. The next game of the season will be the Chargers and the Chiefs. I will be covering every game in this left-hand column right here, guys. All 4 of these games, plus my bonus game, is going to be the Packers and the Lions. The only other bonus game that I thought I would cover would be the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Jets, or maybe, actually, I really like this matchup here with the Buccaneers and the Falcons. I really like this matchup here with the Patriots and the Raiders, and I really like this matchup here with the Texans and the Rams. All 4 of those games are also good alternatives out here as well. Honestly, Seahawks and 49ers, not so bad. I think the Browns should win this one. Honestly, I like the Panthers right now with Ted McMillan. Here we go, guys. Fourth quarter, 14 minutes and 11 seconds left to go in this one. 14 minutes. It's a 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Let's start the clock. He goes to the right-hand side, tries to stiff arm. There's a flag that comes in. This might end up being 14:04. So let's find out what this flag is. Could be a face mask. Personal foul. Face mask on the offense right here. So the Chargers going to be charged for a face mask right now. Wow. Okay. So, penalty for the Chargers. Looks like it's a face mask call. This will back them up 15 yards. It's a big penalty right here. That puts them all the way back. Gosh. At their own 32. And a loss of down. So it's now a 2nd down and 25 after that penalty. 2nd down and 25 right here. Let's see what they can do. 2nd down and 25 with 14 minutes. Let's start the clock once again. 14 minutes left to go. Shotgun formation. There's the snap. Looks right. Decides to hand this one off. That's going to be a gain of about 2 yards. This will bring up a 3rd down here. So 3rd down. Gain of 2. So a 3rd down and 23. I don't see anything big happening at this point. Don't see anything big happening here at this point. I got the champs in that game, says Quaid. I mean, hey, Quaid, it is what it is. Everybody's got their own flavor, right? My flavor is definitely Dallas Cowboys. Looks like DJ Uigalelei is in right now. DJ Uigalelei is in right now. 3rd down and 23. He takes the snap. He drops back, looks left, throws left, catch is made at about the 47-yard line. This will bring up a 4th down and still a ways to go. Let's take a quick look right here. Did they have the downs wrong right there? It was 2nd down and 20. I guess it was 2nd down and 23. And a big gain right there means 3rd down. I don't know. I thought that was a loss of down with the face mask. No, it was. I don't know why I thought it was a loss of down with the face mask. It wasn't. But this brings up a 3rd down and 11. So they're still alive on this drive. 3rd down and 11. I apologize for any confusion here, guys. 46-yard line. Here's the snap. Drop back looking left. Has to get rid of it. Fires. No good. 4th down and 11 after all. So we do end up with a 4th down situation here. That incomplete pass stops the clock with 12:31. What's up, Shiva? Shiva75. Haven't seen you since last season. What's going on? Good to have you in here, Shiva. Thanksgiving on your birthday, November 27th? Hey, man, my birthday's just a few days before yours. You must be a Sagittarius. Whatever that means. Here's the punt team here for the LA Chargers. They're going to send this back to the Lions. Waiting for the snap. There's the snap. Here's the punt. This kick is going to go. And it will go to the end zone. Did it take a bounce? It does end up being a touchback. We'll start this drive on the 20. So a touchback there. We start this drive on the 20. From the 20 to the 30. Okay, guys. Are there 2 people out there right now? Are there just 2 people out there right now who are not subscribed to this channel? 90% of the viewership on this channel is not subscribed to Football Nation. If you're one of those people, help a brother out. We're trying to get to 36.1. I know I hate it when YouTubers constantly say, hey, will you hit the subscribe button? But people sometimes they just forget. If you're forgetful like me, hit that subscribe button. Great to have you in here again, Shiva. Welcome back. Go ahead and move this here. It's preseason. Thanks, guys. I saw the numbers tick up. Appreciate y'all. Just need one now, says Country. That's it. Appreciate that. Thank you, Renault. Okay. Looks like Julie saying Sagittarius greater than Scorpio. My wife is a Sagittarius. Here's a fun story. So my brother is a scientist, and he got me one of those like stargazing laser pointers. And the first class that I took when I went to college was actually an astronomy course because I love outer space. I love that kind of stuff. And in mythology, in case you guys did not know, it's just random, nothing to do with football, but in mythology, it is Scorpius, that kills Orion, which is why you never see the two constellations in the sky at the same time, because Zeus supposedly put Scorpius on one side of the celestial sphere and put Orion on the other side of the celestial sphere. But in order to make sure that the Scorpion does not cross the sphere to go kill Orion in the afterlife, because that was his sole mission, he placed Sagittarius next to him. And so if you look in the sky and you see the constellations, you can see Sagittarius and Scorpio right next to it. And the story goes, and if you look at the constellations, it's pretty accurate actually. Sagittarius, the archer, literally has the arrow pointed straight at the heart of the Scorpion, and the stars, the name of the star is Antares. I know, I'm an effing nerd. But my wife and I were outside looking at the night sky, and I was using the laser pointer to point out her constellation and Scorpio. They're both out in the night sky right now if you get a chance to go out and look at them. So anyways, that was just a little fun fact for you guys. All right, y'all, we've got about 12 and a half minutes left to go in this football game before it is all over, before it is all said and done. So I always joke with my wife. I always say, yeah, you have an arrow pointed right at my heart. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. 12 minutes and 22 seconds. We've got a single back formation right now. Let's go ahead and start the clock. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to the right-hand side. Breaks through the line. Picks up about 6 yards, but does he fumble the ball? He does. It is recovered by the Detroit Lions anyways. The clock will start ticking. This will bring up a second down. Gain of about 7 on that play. Call it a gain of 8, so second down and 2 coming up right now. We are up to about the 28-yard line. The line to gain is the 30. Line to gain is the 30. Here we go. 11-5, Scorpio. Same, my friend. Not same date, but Scorpio. Here's the snap. There's the handoff to the left-hand side this time. A gain of about 2 yards right there. That should be enough for a first down. And we get a first down right here for the Detroit Lions. First down. 11:35. The clock is still ticking here. Let's reset this one. This moves to the 30. I'll move this one first to the 40. I'm basically the chain gang here as well. So your constellations are next to each other. Sweet. They are, Casey. They sure are. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for watching this live stream. Here we go with 11 minutes left to go in this football game. A single back formation. Detroit Lions with the football. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, the drop back, the 4-man rush coming in. He's got to scramble, and he's on the move now. He gets around the left-hand side, gets up to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 34. Call that a gain of 4. He does go out of bounds, but the clock will continue ticking here. So this brings up a second down. So now we've got the Detroit Lions with Hendon Hooker looking for an opening right now. Welcome to your new favorite YouTube channel, says Country. Appreciate it. Concrete Izzy saying, I subscribed. Appreciate that. Let's go, Concrete. Mark McKay saying, hit that like button. Shotgun formation. Second down and 6. Here's the snap. There's the handoff right up the gut right now. He gets to about the 35-yard line, and that should be a gain of maybe 1 right here. Third down and 5 coming up. So a third down and 5 as he gets to the 35. Clock is still ticking. Okay, Hendon Hooker looking for a way to pick up this one. Giving donations is a tax write-off. It sure is, Peter Hahn. It sure is. Nicholas White saying, my man's, what's good, dude? Welcome back, Nicholas White. Here's the snap on third down and 5. The pressure coming in. Hendon Hooker gets swallowed right there. Crushed by the LA Chargers defense. That'll go down as a bag right there. And that brings up a fourth down. Gonna have to punt here. I mean, unless you really want to go for it again. Fourth down, and looks like probably a loss of a few. A loss of 3 will make it a fourth down and 8 coming up. And the clock is still hot right now. I send in my form. Hopefully I win. Guys, if you change your mind or you change your gut, Hunter, Varsity Edits, I will allow you guys to make your changes up until September 4th, right before kickoff. At kickoff, I'm going to close the window. You won't be able to play anymore, but you can change them up until then. Here is the big punt right now, and this one goes out of bounds. It looks like they're going to mark it at the LA Chargers 34-yard line. So let's reset this. Let's reset that. Let's move the blue line to the 34. Move the yellow line to the 44. And this one is going to be possession for the LA Chargers. Chargers get the ball back. Xavier Johnson, thanks for hitting that subscribe. Julie B saying Campbell's a gambler, LOL. Martin saying thank you to Country. Appreciate you guys. Lions are blue, Chargers are white. Roses are red, violets are blue. I need to stop my clock before I confuse you. Okay, 9 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. Chargers with the ball right now. Here's the snap, a toss to the right-hand side, gets around the right edge right there and gets some good yardage, a gain of about 7 right here, and that is good for Miller Hines. Miller Hines picks up 7. The clock will continue ticking. This brings up a second down and 3 coming up. Second down and 3. Hey-yo. We'll move that right there. Okay, guys, the clock is hot, and this is just going to keep going. Lions mailing this one in, says Alec. I think so. We're back, says Joe Rodriguez. We're back, Joe Rodriguez. Let's go. Second down and 3 from the 45-yard line with 8 minutes and 36 seconds left to go. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. This is a gain. Oh, right up the gut. He gets to the 40, the 45, down at about the 46-yard line. That's good for an LA Chargers. First down. First down, LA. This is going to be a flag on the play, guys. Offsides on the defense. That penalty will be declined. This is good for a first down and a big gain right here. The football is now all the way up to, looks like the 46-yard line. So let's move this to the 36. Hey-o, we're going the other way. 46 is here. 36 is here. Let's reset this one and reset this one. First and 10. With about 8 minutes left to go in this football game, we got an offset eye from the 46-yard line. Here's the snap, drops back, winds up, throws. The catch is made down at about the 40, and that's good for another LA Chargers. First down. First down, LA. Still cooking right now, man. Let's do a quick pause right here because they called a play. Another set of downs down at the 41, so we got to move this to the 31. So fresh new set of downs. First and 10 from the Detroit Lions, 41-yard line. The line to gain is the 31-yard line. First and 10. Here we go. With 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this football game, here's the snap, the handoff to the running back, a gain of about, well, a little spin move there. Ooh, the user truck stick as he pushes his way forward, picks up 8 yards on that one. Keeps the ball on the ground, keeps the clock ticking. A gain of 8 right there. Haskins pushes himself through. My gosh, Haskins with a big push right there. Hassan Haskins in right now. Didn't get a lot of carries today, but Hassan Haskins, let's scroll down just a little bit so y'all can see the fantasy numbers here. I got messy quick. There we go. Fantasy numbers over on the right-hand side for y'all. The clock is still hot. The clock is still ticking. Here we go on second down and 2. Here's the snap. Tries to go around to the left. Goes backwards and will lose a couple of yards. It's going to be a loss of 1. So this brings up a third down and 3. So probably move that closer so y'all can see more accurately. Okay, so we're good right now. Chargers quarterback Uiagalelei has a few throws. He does. Uiagalelei out here right now. They're showing new defensive coordinator. Hey, that's my boy. That's Miles Adams out there. Yo, I got to meet him over this offseason. He's a cool guy, man. He's a cool guy. Here's the snap. There's the play. Drops back. Winds up. Throws to the right-hand side. No good. But the flag. Multiple flags come in. That stops the clock with 5:57. Multiple flags coming in right here. This is going to be a penalty for against the it's going to be pass interference against the Detroit Lions there. Boodle going to be charged for that one against Johnson there. Thank you for that $1 super chat, Varsity Edits. Every penny helps, man. Fist bumps to you, Varsity. That's a varsity move. Thank you very much, sir. How is everyone doing? I'm from Rhode Island. Thank you for checking in, Hunter. Appreciate that. I'm doing very well. Thanks for asking. Most people don't normally ask, but I appreciate that. Beast Mode checks in, saying Chargers roll. He said, I woke up in beast mode. First down, guys. We are inside the red zone now. As a matter of fact, it's a 1st and goal coming up now. Here's the snap. There's the handoff up the gut. Down just inside the 5 at about the 2-yard line. So let's reset all of this. We got an and goal situation here. This becomes a 2nd down and goal, and we are inside the 5-yard line here. Inside the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. With 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go, let's start the clock here. Change my downs. Get the clock caught up to 5:23 because that's where we're at. Okay, guys, here we go. 2nd and goal with 5 minutes left to go here. It's 27-7. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Can the defense hold? It looks like they might. There's a big dog pile right there. Officials going to have to break this one up. Officials crashing in. Good job by the Lions officials to crash in right now and try to figure out where it is. They're going to mark this one short of the goal line. So he is short of the goal line. 3rd down and goal. The clock continues ticking. Okay. 3rd down and goal. My 3rd down. Okay. How y'all doing out there? Dandy Sports saying, yeah, Izzy, he keeps that same tone in his voice. A real color commentary style. I try to. Here we go, guys. 3rd and goal. Here's the snap. There's the handoff. Another big stop right here. Stuffed again. This time the Detroit Lions get the better of it. A 4th down coming up. 4:20. Blaze it. That's all that's left right now. Okay. Here we go. We got about 4 minutes left to go. It's 4th down and goal. Football Nation rules, says Beast Mode. Appreciate you. Concrete Izzy saying, on my mama, he animated. LOL. I know his kids and nieces and nephews love him. Well, I don't even know just yet because my only son is barely 3.5 months old, so he doesn't have very many opinions these days. 4th and goal. They are going for it. Here's the snap. There's the handoff right-hand side. Can he get the edge? He's in! Touchdown, LA Chargers! Another one. Another one. A touchdown here for the LA Chargers, and they are killing it. Uiagalelei. Wow, that was a monster play right there. Great job here. Chargers do get in. This is going to be reviewed as it always is. Appreciate the nice words, guys. Appreciate those kind words. Let me stop the clock right now because we did just get a touchdown, and I'm still getting used to the clock and getting used to all of this, guys, because before I was letting this run on its own. A 4th down opportunity for the LA Chargers. They convert the 4th down to a touchdown. There's the extra point attempt. It is up. It is good, and the score is 34-7. And this is just a good old-fashioned whooping, isn't it? Country Kiss is saying, dang, Lions. What happened to you? Trey Lance happened to them. Trey Lance showed up big in this one. All right, guys, we have 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in this football game. I would imagine that we'll probably get this final possession here for the Detroit Lions, and I don't see the Detroit Lions getting the win today, but you know what? You never know. But you know what? You never know. This game is in the fridge now. It's on ice, baby. I told you were putting up BTA. What is BTA? Thank you, RS. We need a pump cam. I actually, Country, I actually set one up. I haven't decided how we're going to do it yet. So during the basketball season, guys, when a team was down, by 21 or more, I think it was 30 points or more. I think it was 21. Was it 21 or 30? I don't know. When a team was down significantly, we actually got down on our faces and did push-ups, and I had this additional camera just to prove that I was doing the push-ups right now, just to keep people entertained, you know what I mean? Brock Hershey in the house saying go for 2. What's up, Brock? How are you, sir? I hope you had a good day at work, my friend. Thanks for checking in, but I do have the pump cam now available as well. I don't know that we're going to be doing any push-ups today. Been trying to stay healthy the past couple of days here, but it is what it is. What's up, Hunter? Appreciate you, my friend. Concrete Izzy with the electric right now. Harbaugh did with Trey Lance what Kyle Shanahan never could do. Ooh, I see you, Julie. Bang, bang. That's so savage, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Michael Maldonado checking in from California. California knows how to party. D1 Mahomes with the W. You don't have common sense? Shut up about Herbert. Herbert is the guy, says Danny Villanueva. Oh, Danny. Herbert is the guy, he says. The guy who has, never won a playoff game? Gave up a 5-interception game to Trevor Lawrence? I remember that. Saying Justin Herbert is the guy. I don't know, man. I don't know. Not the man, the guy. Fair enough, says. That's fair enough, Vandy man. Thank you for that $2 super chat, Darren. Thank you very much. Let's turn the lo-fi back on. Okay. Herbert will for sure keep his spot over Lance. Oh, no, for sure. He will, 100%. I'm firing back just because someone wanted to get snappy, because Danny was getting very upset out there. Danny felt some kind of way right there. Sometimes we just got to clap back. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line, guys. I keep it real, man. I keep it real. Here's the snap from the 34. A quick rush up the gut up to about the 30. Call that maybe the 38-yard line. A gain of 4. Let's start the clock right now. 3:28 left to go. Let's subtract a little bit of time here as well. So let's reset. It's going to be a gain of 4, so this brings up a 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and not goal. Let's reset this as well. 2nd down and 6. I'm a Denver fan. I have Chargers at 11-6. Honestly, I think the Chargers are going to do great this season. I really do believe that the Chargers might be able to overthrow the Kansas City Chiefs. There's a big play right there from the Chargers defense. That'll go down as a sack right here. That'll be a loss of a couple of yards and a 3rd down coming up now. So 3rd down and long, 3rd down and about 8 right here from the 36-yard line. The line to gain is the 42. Can the Lions pick it up? Which, by the way, Lions do have the football, so let me get that fixed here as well. Tiger Stripes just subscribed. Appreciate that, Tiger Stripes. Here we go. Preston Nguyen saying, I have to root for Geno Smith and the Raiders. Winds up and throws. The catch is made. Not enough for a 1st down. He goes down at about the 42. So this will be a 4th down and what? 4th down and we'll call that a gain of 6. So a 4th down and 2. 4th down and 2 coming up right now with 2 minutes left to go. We're hitting the 2-minute warning right now. Okay, so the 2-minute warning here. We'll stop the clock. 2 minutes. 4th down and 2. Dan Campbell on his own 42-yard line. I guess the line to gain was the 44. I can't math. Line to gain is the 44. Here we go. We're close. Dan Campbell, though, on their own side. Punt the ball, says Brock. I think so, too. Tiger Stripe saying, how's everyone feeling about the game? It's preseason, and it's one-sided, and it's not the score that most people were expecting. So I think most people are probably just hanging out because they miss football at this point. Let's make sure that I don't have overlapping music. Okay. A game of zero importance, says Isaiah Berger. Facts. Facts. That's true, Isaiah. The Lions coach, he's so worn out. Dude, he has to do it by himself now, country. He had Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn on his sides. Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn were great offensive and defensive coordinators. And now he's got two guys who have never been coordinators before, and they're trying to figure this out. I don't know how it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be a mess here for the Detroit Lions this season. I also think that they are at risk of losing the division to literally any one of the three teams that are in that division. I can see the Minnesota Vikings winning the division. I can see the Green Bay Packers winning the division. I can also see the Chicago Bears making playoffs. Like, I think that's definitely a possibility as well. Varsity saying, how do you think the Eagles will do this year? I think the Eagles, also a lot like the San Francisco 49ers, lost a lot of key pieces this offseason. I don't even think that they will win the division again this year. Sorry, not sorry. I think that the Eagles' defense will struggle this season. I think Nick Sirianni will figure it out. I do think that we will see two teams out of the NFC East make it to the playoffs. I don't know, man. If what you guys are saying is true and they actually get rid of Terry McLaurin, I wonder what pieces Dan Quinn is going to bring in for the Washington Commanders. And maybe Jaden Daniels. I don't know, man. Does Jaden Daniels take a step forward, or does he take a step backward in year two? Because now these teams got tape on Jaden Daniels. Will the Washington Commanders be as good as they were last year? It's going to be interesting. 4th down and 2. The Detroit Lions are lined up to go for it. Here we go at the 2-minute warning. We're coming back from the commercial break. Here's the snap. Dropping back, surveying, has time, will deliver a shot deep downfield. The tough catch is not there. It's intercepted, and the LA Chargers were still going to come back with it. The 30, the 40, the 50, the 40, the 35. Wow, down at the 35-yard line, and that was basically no need to even... That's it, man. The LA Chargers definitely winning this one right here with 1 minute and 44 seconds left to go. They're probably just going to come out here and take a couple of knees. That'll be the end of this game. 1:44 left to go. The football at the Detroit Lions 35. Not only was that intercepted, it was a monster return right there. A big pick right there by a man named Purchase. I'm buying that. I'll buy that. That's a hell of a game. Maybe Purchase just got himself a roster spot, whoever you are. Let's see. Where you at, Purchase? Miles Purchase, the nickelback, the rookie out of Denver, born in Denver, Colorado. He's an unsigned, undrafted player. Miles Purchase. Excuse me. He looks like he went to Iowa State, but undrafted. Went to Iowa State. He is undrafted. 2nd down and 11 already. They just took the knee here, guys. Let's reset all of this. We got 1 minute and 15 seconds. Reset. It's 2nd down. Reset. 11. This will be the final. This is going to be your final score right here. We're not going to see another play. They're going to take their time. 102 victory formation. There's the other knee. 59 seconds. Okay, guys. So 3rd down coming up right here. Okay, so y'all, do not miss out on your opportunity. Do not miss out on your opportunity. You can win $100 in week 1, and it is absolutely free. I am giving away $100, dude. Literally giving away $100 in week 1. All you got to do is click the link. Click the link right there that's pinned up into the Q&A. Look forward. Here's another link, guys. This is the next this is the Google Docs form. This takes you directly to the form. You don't even got to check out the website. You can literally just go straight there. Final score for today, guys. LA Chargers 34, Detroit Lions 7. Hell of a win for the Detroit Lions. Hell of a win for the LA Chargers. That's got to feel really good. Do not miss out on your chance to win, guys. $100, 100 wing wangs. Going to give it to you guys if you can guess the winners of all of these games. If you can guess the winners of all of these games. All the rules and conditions are in there, guys. That is your final score. By the way, one more time, if you're looking to do sports betting for the first time, if you've never signed up with Underdogs, guys, and you want to help support this channel, this does help support me, and you get up to $1,000 in bonus credits if you subscribe using my promo. It's been scrolling by at the very bottom of the screen the whole time. It's Let's FN Go. Get it? Football Nation FN. Let's FN Go. There it is. Final score, guys. You're looking at it. That's it. That's your final. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for watching this live stream. My name is Mario Manuel. You've been watching Football Nation. I'll hang out for a few minutes, guys, if anybody has any final questions. Won't hang out for too long, but that was a pretty quick game. That was actually a pretty quick game. I'd say it was about 2.5 hours. Not so bad. Julie had fun. Rock and roll, Julie. Appreciate you guys. The Eagles will be strong enough, I think. We'll see. Brock Hershey, good night, sir. Appreciate you, my friend. Good night to everyone. The moon is orange, says Mark McKay. Cool. We'll go take a look with my laser pointer. I'll show you guys the laser pointer. It's really cool. See y'all next game, says Mr. Green. Man, I wonder if they've got those on the bet. Okay. All right, y'all. So, new format. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just outside. When do we pick for fantasy, says Country. Hey, so my goal is to get that to you guys, if not tomorrow, by the end of this week. INF Soul Reaver, what's up? Just got here. Darn, says Soul Reaver. I'm literally just going to drop the link in the chat, guys. Like, give me 24 to 48 hours, Country Kisses. And then I plan to do the draft for the moderators who are watching this right now. I plan to do the draft for you guys on Saturday, August 16th, if you guys are available for that. But I'm going to chat with you guys out there and plug that in. But I think Saturday, August 16th, probably around 5 p.m., would be the best time to do that draft. So, anyways, okay, guys, billboard forehead. Ow, that ring kind of hurt. Just split my head. Okay, guys. Well, until next time, you've been watching Football Nation. My name is Mario Manuel. Let's effing go, guys. Peace out.